Spartans, as you can see on your screen there, beyond the baseball field, led by parts of the marching band. And down below, Husson already out with the green helmets, green numerals trimmed in gold, and the white jerseys and white pants. Castleton, the Spartans will be in the home green jerseys, white numerals, green helmets, and the black pants. Again, we were led to believe that the two games with Anna Maria, the first one was not a conference game, the second one was, and I think a lot of the players thought, and certainly the coaching staff thought, after the victory last week for Castleton over Anna Maria, it would be a conference victory, but it's not the case. Anna Maria technically is not yet in the conference, but will be next year. It doesn't matter. Castleton got the win, and they've got a couple of wins, and that's all they care about. But so the first conference win still to be in the future here.
Well, the key to that was, getting that win on the road, Jack. That's a big thing for this ball club, for Rich Alercio's gang to get a win on the road.
Castleton on the field now, and we'll have just a couple of minutes before the coin toss and also the opening kickoff here. This is a noontime start today, which I think a lot of the fans are happy about that. You can come to the game, get wet, have plenty of time to get dry at the end of it all. There are the Castleton Spartans there.
One of the things I wanted to talk about on the sidelines was how blessed we've been. I think you might have mentioned that. We've had great weather all the way through this thing, and now we have to put up with one of these, but that's okay. We'll get through it. The kids will get through it. They'll have a great time on the football field. It'll be a great day here. No matter how you look at it, it's a great day here at Castleton.
I believe, depending on which book you look at, Division III, D3Football.com, what website would have you, Castleton, the number 14 Division III team in the country in attendance, and certainly the rain today will get that down just a bit.
Yeah, we're noticing the red elbow pads or wraps that they're wearing. What are they for? Oh, they're pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's what it is. So the kids at Castleton, all the team is wearing those pink bands on their elbows. You see that as a nationwide push right now.
Nick Flash, number 65. Obed Rinville, number 40. I beg your pardon, number 42, Julius Williams. Julius Williams, number 42. Nick Flash, number 65. And number 9, Doug Blades, the tri-captains for Husson here at midfield. And the captain for Castleton, Randy Babineau out of Milton, who scored a touchdown last week. Huge touchdown. He had a huge second half against Anna Maria. We asked Coach Rich Alercio about Randy Babineau being the captain, and certainly there was more to it than being a senior. He hadn't played football in 4 years since his days at Milton. That was his first touchdown since his days at Milton. That touchdown that tied it last week at 21 against Anna Maria. Castleton went up 14-0. Anna Maria came back to take a 21-14 lead. Castleton then tied it and then won it on the field goal by Robitaille with 15 seconds to go. Castleton has won the toss but has deferred the choice to the second half, so they'll go on the defense here and be kicking off. And Castleton will be going right to left as we look out in the first quarter. Husson will be going left to right as we look out here in the first quarter. There is a breeze. You were down there, Chris. Certainly we're talking about the rain, except for the fact that the ball could be slippery, and I think they changed the ball just about on every player, or the officials really are protective of that, and the ball for the most part dry. The wind is the key, and the wind has picked up somewhat, and it's swirling around a little bit, but I'm not sure how much of a factor it will be.
Well, the wind does the field does a nice job of absorbing the rain. So,
ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Nice job of the national anthem, and thanks to another person on board with us, Matt Keefe. We were talking about whether Tom Husson, a defensive back, number 25, and the quarterback, Jack Husson, were twins. They are indeed brothers, but there are twins. There's another Husson brother, number 25, Tom Husson, and number 27, Mike Husson, are twins. Their brother, Jack, is the quarterback. Good work.
Matt Keith from VermontSportsNow.com getting it done like always. We love that guy.
So we'll be set to go here in just a moment as number 9, Doug Blades, will be back deep. And also number 7, John Sindone, will be back deep for Husson. And here is the kickoff. Louis Robitaille. We're underway on a rainy day here at Spartan Stadium. One hop to the 15-yard line. Sindone, and he's tripped up at the 25-yard line. John Sindone, a sophomore, and getting down there quickly. The Castleton special teams led by Dustin Young, a sophomore, 5'10", 221-pounder, and he stays in. He's on that defensive unit, and he has had quite a year. So Husson goes on the offense, 1st and 10 in the pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium. They're going to mark it at the at the Husson 26-yard line.
If that's any indication of how things might go today, that he didn't get a lot on that return at all.
Number 15 is James Dobson. He's wide to the right. Jack Husson, 6'1", 180-pound sophomore, is the quarterback. They operate out of the eye. And the handoff, good yardage out across the 35, 40. This is Julius Williams down the sideline to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, 10. And he's finally caught at the 2-yard line. Julius Williams finally caught by Preston Jones. We talk about, whoa, that's a good indication on the opening kickoff. Well, let me tell you, that almost went to 74 yards for a touchdown. It went 72 yards, and Husson has it 1st and goal.
Well, it's like everybody had a hand on him in the interior line, but nobody could get him down. Nobody could grab cloth. It was like he had some kind of a grease on him, and they just shook away, and down the sideline he went, right up the field.
1st and goal for Husson at the 2-yard line. And straight ahead and spinning his way into the end zone for a touchdown is Brian Jackson. 2-yard touchdown run for Brian Jackson, and just like that, Husson takes a 6-0 lead.
Wow, just like that. Here's a look at that big, long run play again. You look at him come through the interior of this line. 3 or 4 guys had a hand on him, but nobody could wrap him up and bring him down. He went to the left-hand side, and he was gone. And a nice saving tackle here at the 2, but one play later, of course, they're in the end zone.
And here is the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. Carlos Romero, and it's 7-0 Husson. Just like that with 14-19 to go in the first quarter.
Wow, just like that, Husson, 2 plays and 6. It's so much for my indication of that opening kickoff, only going 2.5 yards. 14-19. Now we get a chance to look at that Castleton offense.
Of course, that 72-yard run for Julius Williams to set it up at the 2-yard line, and then Jackson took it over from 2 yards out. 2 plays, bang, touchdown, extra point by Carlos Romero. And Husson has the 7-0 lead. 14-19 to go here in the first quarter in rainy Spartan Stadium. Jabor is back deep, along with Babineau for the Castleton Spartans. And that is Nate Conway, who is the kicker. And here is the boots, and Castleton will get his hands on the football for the first time on one hop to the 26 to Jabor, and he backtracks, hemmed in and driven back at the 22. He lost about 4 after picking up the kickoff. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. as a host of Eagles down there to make the stop.
He couldn't quite decide which way he wanted to go. Went left, went right, left again, and that was the end of him.
Travis Barney is down there to lead the charge for the Eagles on the special teams. So the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They have it at their own 24. Same place where Husson had it at the beginning of its two-play drive. Brzezowski is the quarterback out of the shotgun. Trips right and a wide out to the left, and this is Carpenter straight ahead. Good yardage as he plows his way out across the 30-yard line to about the 32, picks up 8. And Kristolecki, a sophomore, 6'1", 225-pounder on the stop for Husson.
Yeah, nice job on the stop there, and Carpenter, nice job running the football. Picks up 8 yards straight up the gut.
2nd and 2 for the Spartans. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Again, a couple of wideouts to the right, this time a wideout to the left. Brzezowski to throw, fires, and a nice catch on the backside by Jabor out at the 43-yard line. It picks up 11. Brzezowski to Jabor on the catch and a 1st down. And Ramal Barton, or Mike Husson, number 27, one of the twins that we were talking about on the stop for Husson. It is 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 43-yard line. And Brzezowski is underneath center, and somebody jumped offside. Maybe somebody jumped offensively. We'll wait and see here. 13:27 to go in the first quarter. You see the score. Husson scoring on the second play from scrimmage, leading at 7-0. And a 72-yard run by Julius Williams to set them up at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. And then Brian Jackson took it over from 2 yards out. Offside Husson. 5-yard penalty against Husson.
I'm sorry.
1st and 5. Spartans have it at their own 48-yard line. Dressed in green and black. And the keeper by Brzezowski to the Husson 47. I'm not sure if he maybe lost the handle a little bit. It looked like he wanted to fire out into the flat and then actually picked up pretty good yardage there on the keeper, Derek Sneed, on the stop for Husson. As a matter of fact, he did pick up a 1st down. Down to the 47.
Did a nice job of just tucking that ball in when he lost control and went forward for 5.
Again, trips right now for the Spartans. Couple of wideouts to the left. Empty backfield. Brzezowski moves to the left, looking, and he throws near side. Complete to Babineau at the Husson 38-yard line. And tackled by, let's see, there's going to be a penalty mark down. Ramal Barton, Mike Husson over there, number 27 on the tackle.
Came in with the hat. He threw the hat first because he knew he had the penalty. It looks like it's going against Castleton here, Jack.
Yep. Husson, number 27, one of the twins. 27, Mike Husson, and a 25, Tom Husson. Both in the defensive secondary are twins, and their brother, Jack Husson, is the quarterback. And that was what they called. They called it incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Apparently it was. I thought he caught it.
I think he caught it, but I think he fell out of bounds. They called it an incomplete pass.
Okay, so he caught it out of bounds. 2nd and 10, Castleton, so they declined the penalty. 2nd and 10, Castleton at the Husson 47. Fake to Carpenter, throw near side to Jabor, and he is down at the 42. There's Mike Husson again on the tackle, number 27 for Husson. Picked up about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Spartans.
Husson's playing kind of a cushion defense right now. They're giving those short passes to Brzezowski and crew, and that's giving Castleton some room to navigate here with the football.
Number 83 into the ball game for the Spartans. Justin Liam Bruno, tight on the left. Brzezowski has Jabor in motion left to right on 3rd and 5 from the Husson 42. He fakes. Actually, that is Carpenter. That's the Wildcat. He faked and bowled his way to the 39. Direct snap from center. Dylan Terrian on the stop, 6', 215-pound freshman. That was a direct snap to Tyler Carpenter. LaFleur was in the backfield as well, lined up. 30. It comes out of the ball game. Back in is number 4, Dennis Furman. It'll be 4th down and about 3 for the Spartans at the Husson 40-yard line. And it appears that they are going to go for it on 4th down, close to 3. And that is going to be offside Husson. That will give the Spartans a first down.
You know, he's done that a lot this year. He does a nice job with drawing that team offside. He's done it all season long, and as you see, we noticed this last week. He takes that knee right away, which stops everything, and it's on them. They're first down Spartans.
It's 7-0 Husson, early going, 11:31 to go first quarter. Pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium. Jack Healey, Chris Thayer, and the game on the Northeast Sports Network and PEGTV, Channel 20 in the Rutland area. That is a first down, so the Spartans, after being shocked on that early touchdown by the Eagles, looking to get the tying score, have it 1st and 10 at the Husson 35-yard line. Brzezowski back underneath center. Carpenter is the up back. They operate out of the eye now. And the play action and the bubble screen complete to Jabor. And Jabor knocked down at the Husson 28-yard line, picked up about 7. And Keenan Blindow out of North Country, Union High School here in Vermont, in Newport, Vermont. And Chris Delecki on the stop for Husson.
Yeah, did a nice job on that play there. The fake to the left-hand side on the run, and they throw the ball back to the screen slant inside. Picks up nice yardage on a 2nd down and about 2.5.
2nd down and 2 for the Spartans at the Husson 27-yard line. Play action, we're out of the shotgun, Brzezowski, and he throws it incomplete, intended for Jabor, and a short hop it down at the 21-yard line. Back into the ball game, number 44, that's Randy Babineau trotting out as number 7, Tom Cole. 3rd down and close to 3 for the Spartans at the Husson 27-yard line. Husson with a 7-0 lead with 10:42 to go here in the first quarter. That's Furman wide to the left, man wide right. Hand off Carpenter, the big workhorse, booms his way down to about the 24. It appears to be a first down.
Yeah.
Picked up close to 3, needed 3.
Yeah,
Eric Sneed on the stop.
They did give him the first down, Jack. So, again, Castleton moving the ball very effectively here. You're mixing up the run and the pass very nicely as Coach Alercio and Coach Grady.
1st and 10, the Spartans have it at the Husson 25-yard line. Brzezowski has got Furman wide to the left, couple of wideouts to the right. Brzezowski throws right, and it's incomplete. As he wanted to get it out there to Tom Cole, he again threw it at his shoe tops. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you got to believe that rain's affecting the pass a little bit, but still, he's done a good job at throwing the football so far today. A couple of low balls, but for the most part, the balls are getting there.
2nd and 10 for the Spartans at the Husson 25-yard line. Couple of wideouts to the left now, wideout to the right, out of the shotgun, Brzezowski. And he throws incomplete, and I'm not sure that he actually wanted that to go to Furman. I think he might have wanted to go to Cole, who was down about 5 yards. It was off the fingertips of Furman, who throws away the gloves, doesn't want them here in the rain. As Enos Babineau out Carpenter. 3rd and 10 for the Spartans at the Eagle 25-yard line.
Yeah, you might be right on that, though, Jack. I think he did want to go to Cole instead of Furman, but Furman did get a hand on the ball.
Farmer is tied on the left, couple of wideouts to the left. Furman in the slot. Brzezowski drops back, being chased, looking. He throws, and it is complete to Babineau down at the 20-yard line. Picked up about 5. It'll be 4th and 5, and let's see if they're going to try for a field goal here to get on the board. I believe they are. And the tackle made by Nick Keene. So Louis Robitaille, who won the game last week at Anna Maria, will try a field goal here. Mark Stan Caddy will be the holder, and they will put it down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt, slight angle to the left for Louis Robitaille. And the boot is up, and it is good!
Nice.
A 38-yard field goal for Louis Robitaille, and the Spartans are on the board. Husson leads at 7-3.
Yeah, great job right there, getting the ball up and through the uprights. Probably would have been good from about 40, 43, 44. Had plenty of distance. Nice leg. Good job by Steve Wolf's special teams unit right there.
And coming with 9:21 to go in the first quarter, so Husson scoring on 2 plays, a 74-yard drive on 2 plays, but the Spartans coming right back up the field And Robitaille knocking home the 38-yard field goal.
You know, one thing about that drive right there, Jack, the Spartans earned every yard. The one thing I like about Brzezowski is he earns everything he gets. He's one of those kids that's not going to take a sack. He's going to find a way to push that ball upfield. You know, those good positive yards he got on third down there allowed them to kick that field goal to walk away with 3 points.
And Robitaille on the kickoff. It'll be Blades back deep, and also John Sindone. Sindone number 7, Blades number 9 for Husson. And this will hop at the 20-yard line. Blades will pick it up at the 20-yard line along the near side, and he bursts his way out across the 35 to the 37. They actually have better field position here as Tom Reeder's on the special teams. And what a game he had last week. I believe he had 6 unassisted tackles in the victory against Anna Maria last week on the tackle on the special teams. So Husson goes on the offense. The last time it took him 2 plays to the end zone. We'll see what happens this time. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Their own 37, 7-3 Husson with 9:15 to go in the first quarter.
I'm sure Mark Klatt had a big conversation with that defense when it came off the field and said, folks, we got to tighten this thing up. We got to make some plays on defense here. You get your hands on the guy, you got to bring him down and wrap him up.
Brian Jackson is the deep back out of the eye. Got a man in motion. That's James Thompson. Here's Jackson. Penalty markers down. They wave the play dead here.
Illegal.
It is a legal procedure. You can I can hear it's well mic'd now here at Spartan Stadium. And
I like that.
5-yard penalty, a legal procedure. They'll mark it back at the 32-yard line.
Leaves nothing to guess, Jack.
Don't you hate it when you have to guess?
There are some places we go to do games. We do a lot of guessing.
1st and 15 for Husson, its own 32-yard line. And here's the throw downfield, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Roderick Johnson. That is not Husson, the quarterback. That's number 12, Cody Goddard. Husson was that's Cody Goddard in on that pass play. It'll be a 2nd down coming up. Again, Husson was the starter, Jack Husson. That's Cody Goddard as a freshman.
Yeah, Tom Hurters, he's hurt. He's just took a knee out on the 50-yard line. He did something to his ankle. He might have rolled it up there on the when he broke up that pass. He hobbled right from the get-go and got himself over to the 50, and that was the end of it.
This is a Castleton player injured right around that's Tom Reeders, number 22. We mentioned what a great game he had last week, and he's hobbling to the sideline. 2nd and 15 for Husson. The Eagles have it at their own 32-yard line. So the new quarterback is indeed Cody Goddard. He's a freshman. Number 36 in the backfield is Jamie Bunnell. He's the up back out of the eye. Number 26 is Brian Jackson. He's the deep back out of the eye. He scored the touchdown for Husson from 2 yards out. A couple of wideouts to the left, so Cody Goddard barks him out. And there's Jackson, left tackle, and he gets a little bit of a seam and gets it out to about the 39-yard line. Patrick West on the stop for Castleton.
That'll bring up a 3rd and long. A pretty good yardage on that run right there. Picks up about, like you said, 7.
It'll be 3rd down, about 8, as the Eagles have it at their own 39-yard line. Jack Healey, Chris Thayer, Mike Valentine on board with us. PEGTV, Channel 20 in Rutland. The game live this afternoon. Undoubtedly, a lot of people in the comfort of their living rooms in this
undoubtedly
pouring rain on a Saturday afternoon. Here's the pitch now, and knocked down in the backfield. Jackson, a nice play by Cody Tancredi. And Coach Rich Alurcio like to say about his game last week against Anna Maria, he blew the play up, and he blew that play up.
He did right
Cody
there.
Tancredi out of Windsor.
We mentioned his name a lot. I tell you what, Coach Taft over there at Windsor, he had that kid ready to play college football. He's doing a great job on the field here for the Spartans this year so far.
It'll be 4th down, about 8, and the Eagles will have to boot it away. It's like Justin Lindy back to boot. Actually, that is Goddard back to boot, and calling for a fair catch is Jabor at the 31-yard line. It is Goddard who is the punter there, and also the second quarterback for Husson and Jabor calling for the fair catch. And the Spartans, who did a nice job after getting down early 7-0 en route to the field goal by Robitaille, going the offense for the second time.
Yeah, you gotta look at that punt, and that fair catch right there was huge. That thing could have been back at the 10 if you didn't pick up that football with a fair catch on a line drive punt.
So the Spartans have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Brzezowski, quick throw, complete out into the flat, and not much there for Dennis Furman. Knocked down immediately, and
I think he might have got one out of it, Jack, perhaps.
Going to mark it out to about the 34-yard line.
Two.
Blades on the tackle. Dennis Furman, who had a touchdown late in that game a couple of weeks ago down at SUNY Maritime on the banks of the East River. Brzezowski now, play action. Looks and throws near side, complete to Carpenter. Has space out to the 50-yard line. Picks up 16. Brzezowski to Carpenter, and a first down for the Spartans at the 50.
Got a nice block, too, when he picked up the football, which allowed him to pick up an extra 3 yards on that play. Nice job right there by his fellow wingman.
And Adestein on the stop along with Keenan Blindow, and we'll say it with Keenan Blindow out of North Country Union High School. 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the 50-yard line. Husson with a 7-3 lead. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Here's Carpenter looking for room right side and bangs his way down to the Husson 44-yard line.
I got to tell you, Jack, this offense does not look shaken at all. Even after that big, that quick score by the Eagles, the Spartans are game ready.
Obed Rinville on the tackle, picked up about 6. The Spartans have it at the Husson 44-yard line. Trips left for Castleton, and they operate out of the shotgun. Shane Brzezowski looks, fires, and it's incomplete. He wanted Dennis Furman underneath the coverage. Might have been broken up by Dylan Terrian, number 32. He might have got a piece of it. Looked like he did.
Brings up a third and just under 5, and it's still manageable at the 45-yard line.
Coming down on 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Husson on the second play from scrimmage, taking a 7-0 lead after the extra point. Then Castleton came back, a 38-yard field goal for Lewis Robitaille. 7-3 Husson. Brzezowski looking, fires wide open right there. On the catch is Thomas Cole out of Otter Valley down to the 31. Chris Dalecki on the stop. And Dylan Terrian there as well for Husson, and it's a Castleton first down. Thomas Cole out of Forestdale and out of Otter Valley on the catch, number 7.
A Dennis Perry disciple from over there in Otterland.
1st and 10 for the Spartans at the Husson 32-yard line in the pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. And the handoff, right tackle, Carpenter, and the workhorse out of Fort Edward, New York, just over the line. Bangs his way down to the Eagle 26-yard line. Kyle Venedestein, a sophomore, 5'8", 180-pounder there to wrap him up for Husson. Mentioned Coach Alursio this week. Husson will be loaded for bear after losing by a point to Norwich, 20-19 last week. That picked up about 6. 2nd and 4. Spartans have it at the Husson 26-yard line, and penalty markers down.
Well, you say loaded for bear, but, after that first series that they had of 2 plays and a touchdown, they've kind of slowed their game down a little bit.
False start, illegal procedure against Castleton, so it'll be 2nd down and about 11. 7-3 Husson with 5:10 to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 9, we'll call it, at the Husson 31-yard line.
As we look out here, not a bad crowd, Jack, for a miserable day like this.
Of course, the artificial turf, and really not much of a wind now at all. Spartans back out of the eye. Play action, Brzezowski steps up, looking, and he's sacked. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Number 94, and on the sack, Nick Keene for Husson.
Yeah, it looks like he did lose 2, Jack. But, I like Brzezowski. I like how he has great vision of the field. He doesn't like taking sacks. He likes to try to deliver that ball. He's always looking to throw it. So he's one of those kids that Coach Grady really likes when it comes to throwing a football.
3rd down, close to 10 for the Spartans at the Husson 32-yard line. Permanent Cole wide to the left, Jabor wide right out of the shotgun. Brzezowski pumps once, moves to the left, back to the right, looking. Wide open, far side. It is complete to Carpenter. First down at the Husson 15. What a job by Brzezowski. He went to the left, nothing open to the left. Went back against the grain. Mike Husson on the catch. And Mike Husson on the tackle, I should say. And
that was exactly what I was talking about. He does a great job of moving around in that pocket, trying to find daylight, and he did. It picks up a big first down, keeps this drive alive.
Picks up 16 and a first down. First and 10 for the Spartans at the Husson 16-yard line. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. And, oh, my. That
Whoa.
Play is blown up. Number 25, the 25-yard line. He lost back to the 25. Number 54, Chris Dalecki on the stop for Husson, getting in there on the sack. And lost about 9. It'll be second and 19.
He came out of nowhere. No one even put a hat on him, and he had an open, unabated trip to the quarterback.
3:35 to go first quarter. It's Husson with a 7-3 lead. Castleton second and about 19. Got to get it down to about the 6-yard line. They have it at the Husson 25-yard line. Play action, Brzezowski. And he's going to be sacked again, I believe. The same gentleman, Chris Dalecki, number 54 on the sack. So the Spartans are on a first down around the 15, moving back the other way now. Third down and long. They lost 4 more. It'll be third down and about 22 at the Husson 29-yard line.
And that sack right there probably took them out of field goal range. They're going to need at least 7 yards here to get comfortable.
And it'll be Brzezowski back in the shotgun. Trips left, one setback, and a man wide to the right. Brzezowski looking. Fires in traffic, caught down at the 23-yard line. And a short yardage on third down. That was complete to Zach Wakus. Zach Wakus on the catch down to the 24-yard line. Or I beg your pardon. Was that? I believe that was 86 on the catch, was it not? Here's Robitaille straight on, trying a 40-yard field goal. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. That's 2 field goals, a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder for Louis Robitaille. And it's 7-6 Husson with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And again, I'll tell you what, that kick right there probably would have been good from somewhere around 50. He had plenty of leg on that one, just did a great job of booting that ball straight through the uprights.
That pass completion before, I just want to correct myself. It was to Adam Farmer, 86, not 84.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Adam Farmer.
So
Thank God Jeremy Jackson's here to keep us straight. Good job, son.
Louis Robitaille hitting the 40-yard field goal there with 2 minutes to go here. 7-6 Husson. So the Spartans who got shocked there after the first couple of plays, a 72-yard run to give Husson a first and goal at the 2, then the touchdown, and then coming back and getting the field goal from 38 yards out by Robitaille and 40 yards out from Robitaille. Here's the Robitaille kick in the rain at Spartan Stadium. And it comes to the 20-yard line to Blades, near side 30, a little bit of room. 40 penalty markers down, and Blades is brought down in Castleton territory. Doug Blades at the 48-yard line, probably holding or a hit from behind.
Definitely coming back.
Ten yards from the spot of the foul, from the point of infraction. So Husson will be moved back here. They'll move it back to the 27-yard line. After the hold on the run back. Good yardage there out to the 34-yard line. And the carry was Julius Williams, Dustin Young on the tackle. It was Williams that went 72 yards on the first play from scrimmage. Picks up about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Husson has it at its own 34-yard line. Cody Goddard, indeed, is the quarterback, number 12. 7-6 Husson with 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Goddard looking to throw for the first time, or its second time. He short hops his intended receiver. And the intended receiver was number 19, Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy. Now, people my age remember Audie Murphy. He was a World War II hero, Audie Murphy.
And how old is that?
And he was an actor. He starred in westerns and so forth. He was a great actor. He won, I believe, the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's that Audie Murphy. This Audie Murphy, the pass incomplete. 3rd down and 3 for Husson, and they blow the play up, as Coach Alercio likes to say, back at the 32-yard line. And Ryan DeCourcy leading the way, 6 foot, 222-pound freshman. That was a 3rd down play. It'll be 4th down, and Husson will have to boot the ball away.
You know, one of the things coming into this ball game that, Jack, Castleton was concerned with the size of Husson. They're pretty big. They're like a D1 type size team. They've done a good job in the interior line here today to this point.
It'll be Jabor back in single safety. Here's the Goddard boot, and it will hit at the 40-yard line and be blown dead at about the 39. So with just over 32 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Husson out in front by a score of 7-6. Castleton has pretty good field position. A couple of field goals. Louis Robitaille, a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder. Husson has a 2-yard touchdown run for Brian Jackson and an extra point by Carlos Romero. 7-6 Husson, and Castleton playing the Eagles tough. The Eagles out of Bangor, Maine.
Well, 5 hours from here.
I think it's longer than 5. I've done it many times. It's 3.5 hours just to Portland. Here's the bubble screen complete near side. Furman out to the 45-yard line. Picks up about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kyle Manadestein on the stop.
Coach Klatt just had a nice chat with his defense over there. Very excited about how things are going on their side of the football.
How's this for the correct pronunciation?
Okay, go
Kyle Van Edestein. Kyle Van Edestein. That'll be the final play of the quarter. So time expires. It'll be 2nd and 5, and the Spartans will be going left to right in the second quarter. They have it at their own 45-yard line after 1. Our score, Husson 7 and Castleton 6 in the rain at Spartan Stadium. We'll be back with second quarter action after this word from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Jack Healey, Chris there, Jeremy Jackson, our spotter. Mary Michael and Lindsay, our camera people. Mike Valentine from PEGTV, Channel 20. The game live on Channel 20 on the Rutland system as the skies are darkening and the rain gets harder here.
A cast of thousands with us today, Jack.
2nd and 5. The Spartans dressed in green and black. Their own 45-yard line. Brzezowski play action, and he is sacked again, and that's number 54, Crystal Lucky. I don't have any votes in the Eastern Collegiate Football Conference, but he's my vote early for the Defensive Player of the Week.
Absolutely, you're right.
A couple of sacks, that lost yardage back to the 35. It'll be 3rd and 15, and lost about 10. Boy, he's been all over the place. It seemed to me they're going to put the lights on here pretty soon, right?
I would assume that they are. We've got some stats here from the first quarter.
Brzezowski out of the shotgun, 3rd and long, his own 35-yard line. Brzezowski for the Spartans looking, and he throws near side, and it's incomplete. Underthrew Jabor up around the 38, and the Spartans will have to boot the football away. On the stats, Dalecki, even before that sack, had 2.5 sacks.
This is the first time we're going to see the punt unit out here for Castleton. This drive stalls.
DeVoe back to boot. Boy, it's really getting dark here. I think they do need the lights here.
Yeah, the rain has picked up quite a bit, like you said, Jack.
And the kick is away. And
Flag.
It's going to be a little bit short, and there is a flag down. It's going to roll dead right around the 35. Watching it roll dead was John Sindone, who was back at single safety for Husson.
This side judge over here must have seen something because he threw that right when the ball was booted. Maybe somebody took off early from the Castleton side, perhaps. As they discuss it in front of us.
We'll see for a moment here. Here's the call coming up.
Okay.
It was a holding call against Husson.
So that's why the flag flew in early, because it was off the line. He held him up and wouldn't let him go.
So it's where the ball rolled dead. It rolled dead at the 35-yard line. That's where they're going to start. But 10 from there back to the 25.
Yeah.
It is first and 10. It's
right.
Not added on. Cody Goddard is the quarterback. And this is Julius Williams, and he breaks it loose. He took it 72 yards earlier, and this is down the sideline, Castleton territory, and finally caught at the Castleton 16-yard line or so by Brandon Bergeron, number 6 out of Hartford. There is a penalty marker down, though. They're going to wipe this one off the board. Julius Williams, who they gave him officially a 73-yard run on that first play from scrimmage, but this is going to be a call back. It's Julius Williams had a great run on a 50-yard run there, but they're going to wipe it off the board. From the point of infraction, it's going to be 1st and 5 at the 30. So they end up actually repeating first down, and they do pick up 5 from the line of scrimmage, but it negates a long run deep in Castleton territory.
That was a huge run, taken right off the board.
James Bonnell, number 36, is the up back out of the eye. It's 1st and 5 for Husson. And this is Jackson. He bounces it to the outside of the 50, and he's brought down in Castleton territory at the 45 by Cody Tancredi.
Once these Husson backs get to the second tier, they are very, very tough to take down. They do a nice job of when they get in that space, as you like to talk about, and they go pretty good when they get there.
That was a 25-yard pickup for Brian Jackson, who's got the Husson touchdown of this ball game from 2 yards out. 1st and 10, Husson and Castleton territory at the 45. Cody Goddard, number 12, is the quarterback. They operate out of the eye. And picking for yardage down at the 38-yard line. Again, Jackson and Jeremy Benoit there on the stop for the Spartans.
Going to take a look at that last run here, Jack, on the instant replay. Does a nice job, goes right up the gut. Nobody really gets a hand on him there, and he finally breaks into that open field. Does a nice job, picks up good positive yardage.
Play later at 2nd and 4 for Husson at the Castleton 39-yard line. Now this is Husson again, the other quarterback, and he throws complete down at the 25-yard line.
You know, in the preseason coaches poll, Husson was picked as a favorite of this league. And coming up short last week over Norwich, 21-20. As you said earlier, they come in here to Spartan Stadium loaded for bear.
That was Travis Barney's on the catch. A first down at the 25-yard line. Tancredi on the stop. 1st and 10 for Husson at the Castleton 25-yard line. Goddard back in at quarterback, and this is Jackson breaking tackles at the 15 to the 10 to the 5, finally down at the 4-yard line. He picks up about 21. Tancredi again on the tackle, and it's Husson in business, 1st and goal at the Spartan 4-yard line. 12:19 to go in the half, and Husson's out in front 7-6. This is Goddard underneath center. And trotting his way into the end zone is Julius Williams for the touchdown. And Husson takes a 13-6 lead with 11:56 to go in the half. Julius Williams from 4 yards out. And the Eagles, an impressive drive there, getting the touchdown in the pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium.
Yeah, very impressive drive. You know, 3 Spartans got a hand on him and just couldn't, get any cloth to wrap him up, and trots himself right into the end zone very nicely.
Here now, Carlos Romero on the extra point, and he gets it through there, and it's 14-6 Husson. 11:56 to go in the half.
Well, nice job by Husson right there on that drive, methodically taking apart that Castleton defense on this one, and they did a nice job mixing it up a little bit of pass, a lot of run, a lot of big runs, doing a nice job. Is that Husson defense? You can tell that they're definitely a seasoned veteran team. A lot of juniors and seniors on that ball club that have been playing together for quite a while. That's why they were picked number 1 in that preseason poll. Was their returning players were all seasoned veterans, and it's showing in that drive right there for sure.
So an impressive drive for the Husson Eagles, and remember there was a long run that was wiped off the board because of a penalty, but right up the field, and Julius Williams, who had a 73-yard run on the first play from scrimmage to set up the first Husson touchdown, scores that one from 4 yards out. Carlos Romero with the extra point, and it is 14-6 Husson with 11:56 to go in the half.
Still, Castleton's done a great job of moving the football when they've had it too, except for that last drive where they stalled a little bit. But let's see what this drive puts together.
And here's Conway as Jabor, I believe, touched his knee at the 17-yard line. Jabor and Cassidy were back deep.
Unlike the pros, once your knee hits that ground in high school or college, it's done right there.
You wonder if Evan Cassidy is completely healthy. Number 15, he was back. He was the other man back to receive, but to this point, he hasn't been in the picture offensively.
He's been a pretty good workhorse for this ball team this year to this point. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong with him on the sideline as I look down here.
So 14-6 Husson, 11:55 to go in the half. Castleton 1st and 10. There's a throw complete out into the left flat to Furman. Backs his way out to about the 23-yard line. Picked up about 6. And that on the stop, number 16, Kyle Van Eddestein. Van Eddestein on the tackle for Husson. Up to the 24, picked up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mark it at the Castleton 23-yard line. Spartans out of the eye. Brzezowski slips and falls on the slippery turf and lost a couple.
And that does register as a sack, correct?
I guess technically, yeah.
Technically it is. Whoever touches him first would get credit for it.
And lost about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 9. The Spartans have it back at their own 19. Brzezowski back into the shotgun. Brzezowski looking. Fires, and it is complete. That's Adam Farmer on the catch. Out of South Burlington. And that is a first down. Got it out to the 28-yard line. Picked up 9. It is a Spartan first down. Big pass play there as LaFleur comes into the ball game, number 30, and Justin Liam Bruno, number 83, into the ball game for Castleton. 1st and 10. Spartans have it at their own 28-yard line. Quick throw off to the left flat, complete to Dennis Furman, and tackled almost immediately after a pickup of about 3 to the 31 by Mike Husson. Call it second down along 7 for the Spartans. They have it at their own 31-yard line. Pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium, 14-6. Husson out of Bangor, Maine. 9:51 to go here in the half as Carpenter spins and banged down out at the 34-yard line. Tyler Carpenter played his high school ball at Fort Edward, just over the line, and host of Husson Eagles there to drop him.
Bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Spartans right now. I like to say that word manageable. It's 3 yards for the first down is fairly manageable, as that rain is really picking up now.
Yeah, it is raining harder than it has all day. It's really coming down. That picked up close to 5, 3rd and 3 for the Spartans, their own 35. Brzezowski to throw, and incomplete. Furman hit immediately by Husson as the ball got there, and coming over to make the hit, Mike Husson immediately, and separated Furman from the football. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that was a nice job defensively. That was definitely going to be a first down if he could have held on to it, but nice job. He did catching up to the pass and the player, simultaneously knocking it away.
So it'll be 4th down, and the Spartans will have to boot it away as James DeBow will come in to boot it away. Blades is back deep. Number 9, Doug Blades for Husson. Husson with a 14-6 lead, 9:12 to go in the first half. Bo back around his own 20 to boot it away. And DeVoe gets the boot away. Blades moves up on it at the 32, picks it up after dropping it to the turf. Got a nice hop right back into his arms and returned it for about 4 or 5 out to the 40-yard line. So Husson goes on the offense, 1st and 10 at its own 40-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that last week a couple of times too. The Adonis boy from Anna Maria had a couple of gifts bounce right back up to him, and you know, Castleton just couldn't catch a break on one of those turnovers.
So you have indeed, it's again Cody Goddard, freshman quarterback, number 12. Mike Toothaker, number 41, into the ball game. Up back out of the eye. They give it to the deep back out of the eye, and this is Williams. Breaks it into the open, to the 25, to the 20. Williams to the 5, touchdown. Julius Williams taking it 59 yards for a touchdown. He's already well over 100 yards. It's 20-6 Husson.
Well, I got to tell you, that kid just bounces off people. He is tough to take down, and when he gets ahead of steam, forget it. He's running you over and headed for that end zone. That kid can run with a football when he gets it in his hands.
So Husson now, big play, Julius Williams, 20-6. The Eagles with a lead, 8:49 left here in the half. Here's Romero with the extra point, and he bangs it through, and Husson has a 21-6 lead, 8:49 left in the half.
I'm going to take a look at that on the replay here, Jack. This kid's just very impressive with the football. There's the snap. Second man through will be Williams right up the gut and just bouncing off people. They cannot wrap this kid up, and once he gets ahead of steam, gets a nice seam to the outside of his right-hand side, and forget it. He's got nothing but 6 points and end zone in front of him. Nice job by that young man.
So Husson has a 2-yard touchdown run for Brian Jackson. Julius Williams, a couple of touchdowns, a 4-yard touchdown run, and a 59-yard touchdown run. He also has a couple of other carries, one of which was 73 yards to set up Husson at the first and goal at the Castleton 2 in the first play from scrimmage. He's way over 100 yards. Even I can figure that out. It just 3 or 4 carries. Just in 2, you talk about the 73 and the 59 there, it's 130-something.
That education at, where'd you go?
Doesn't matter.
Prep school, what was that called? Kearsarge? Not Kearsarge.
I went to Al's Tools Academy.
Al's Tools.
Jabor down at the 16-yard line, right up the middle, fumbles the football, but Castleton is recovered out at the 33. And that fumble recovery off his teammate, number 26, William Barnett, for Castleton.
Yeah, nice job of picking up that ball.
On the special teams.
Laid on the ground there for about about a good second. No one even jumped on it, but he did a nice job of getting on top of it, keeping
Because Castleton's still in the ball game here. Obviously a long way to go here, but that would have been disaster the way Williams and others can run with a football for Husson, and that would have been a short field. 1st and 10 for the Spartans, their own 33-yard line. Zowski's got permanent motion, and the handoff right up the middle. Carpenter, and he's knocked down at the 40-yard line. And Mike Husson, the tackle there, he finished him off, number 27. Picked up 7, 2nd and 3 for the Spartans, their own 40.
Nice job of faking the outside pitch play, and the ball right up the gut there. Did a nice job of picking up 7 yards.
Farmer is tight on the right, and a couple of wideouts to the left. Jabor is wide left, and Furman a slot left, 2nd and 3. Carpenter up the middle, and he's got the first down as he bangs his way out to about the 48-yard line. Picked up 8, and it's a first down for the Spartans.
Well, it's like you just said, you know, the Spartans are still in this ball game, 21-6. They could get themselves a touchdown here, and, you know, they're in pretty good shape still.
Keenan Blindow on the stop. Again, we mentioned out of North Country Union High School in Newport, Vermont. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They have it at their own 48-yard line. 21-6 Husson with 7:48 to go in the first half. Castleton will get the second half kickoff. Here's the big workhorse out of Fort Edward. Tyler Carpenter knocked down at about the 50-yard line. Picks up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Line of scrimmage, they finally made it the 47. Derek Sneed on the tackle. Line of scrimmage was the 47 before the play, and he got about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Spartans have it at the 50-yard line. Tom Cole, number 7, into the ball game. His trips right. And Jabor, the lone wide receiver to the left. Out of the shotgun. Brzezowski, the lone setback, is Carpenter. Brzezowski looking as he moves it to the right. Throws, and he's got his man, Dennis Furman, who backs his way down to the 35-yard line. Again, Husson on the tackle. And that picked up about 15 and a first down. Nice job by Brzezowski.
I love that kid as a quarterback. He knows where he is all the time on the football field, and more importantly, knows where his receivers are and does a nice job of finding them when they're trying to make themselves open.
Well, Furman, he does a nice job of finding that open man.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Spartans down at the Eagle 35-yard line. Trips right for Castleton, 1 wide receiver to the left, and the handoff right up the chute to Carpenter, and he bangs his way down to the 18-yard line. Picks up 17 and a first down. Again, Mike Husson on the tackle, number 27 for Husson.
And, you know, when you throw the football the way Brzezowski does, that opens up that run game for you.
1st and 10, they're going to mark it at the Husson 19-yard line. Tyler Carpenter right up the chute. Lone setback again out of the shotgun is Brzezowski. Couple of wideouts to the left, a wideout to the right. Farmer is tight on the right. Brzezowski. This time they snuff it out as Carpenter is brought down by a few Eagles back at the 23. Lost about 4. Led by Keenan Blindow. Had some help. It was that guy Husson again, number 27, that was part of the play defensively. Both teams have all their allotted timeouts remaining, 3 apiece. 21-6 Husson, 5:52 left. You can see the clock and the score on your screen. Live on the NSN video cast and also on Channel 20, PEGTV in Rutland. Lost about 4. 2nd down and 14 for the Spartans at the Husson 22-yard line. Brzezowski pumps once. Looking to the end zone, wants Jabor, and it goes incomplete. Jabor on a battle at the sideline in the end zone. Brzezowski with that pump fake, he does that so well, and it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Spartans.
Does a nice job of freezing the linebacker. Had his one-on-one coverage that he want. Just didn't put enough on the ball. A little more, he might have ran right underneath that one for 6.
It'll be 3rd down for the Spartans, going left to right, as you can see here in the second quarter. They have it at the Husson 22-yard line. Brzezowski has trips left, and Jabor this time is wide right. Brzezowski looking to throw. Steps up, looking. Being chased, gets away from one man. Doesn't get away from the second guy or the third guy. Lost a couple to the 24. Lost about 4, and leading the way, Obed Rinville. It's credit for the sack. Number 40 for the Husson Eagles. It'll be 4th down, and we see Louis Robitaille in to attempt another field goal. Mike Stan Caddy will mark it down at the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard field goal. Robitaille looking for his third field goal. A slight angle to the left. There is a penalty marker down here.
Going to get it a little closer, Jack.
Illegal participation. Too many men on the field. That'll shorten this up a little bit. 5 yards. And that's against Husson.
I think that would be more like 10 yards, or, that's cheating.
And timeout, Husson. They have 2 left. We'll keep it right here. So the field goal attempt will be, let's see now.
Husson's coach is out there pleading his case. I don't think he's going to get far with it. But
you know, it's funny you said that. You said you ought to get 10 yards. It's cheating. Isn't every penalty cheating?
Well,
I mean, holding.
No. Wait. What I'm saying is you bring an extra guy in the field, and that would be cheating to me.
Yeah, I know it, but holding's cheating. Well, that is 10 yards.
But that is 10 yards, but it isn't like you
all the penalties are cheating.
It isn't like you told a kid to go out there. I guess we shouldn't be penalized.
That's why you get penalized. That's why they call it a penalty.
I guess we shouldn't
You got that one, Matt?
A kid for making a mistake. All right, fine, whatever. Help me out, Jeremy. Bail me out of this one.
So it was Husson taking the time out.
Well, nonetheless, they get the ball 5 yards closer.
And they're going to mark it. Actually, going to mark it. Caddy will put it down, number 11. Mark it just about at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 35-yard field goal attempt. Robitaille has already hit a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder in this one. And a slight angle to the left. It's about a 36-yard field goal attempt because they're going to mark it at about the 26. Slight angle to the left. Husson with a 21-6 lead, 4:54 to go in the half. And Robitaille looking for his third field goal. And this is up, and it hits the crossbar, and it comes out short on the near side, and it's no good.
Doink.
Now, we saw that
remember that?
the SUNY Maritime field goal kicker a couple of weeks ago tried a
54.
54-yarder, and
Yeah.
it hit the crossbar, went way up into the air, dropped on the field side, and that one dropped on the field side as well. No good. It'll be 1st and 10, Husson, its own 20.
Of course, you have to remember back in that, was it 3 weeks ago, it had a pretty good wind behind it
Yeah,
as well.
but of course he was booming them against the wind that day as well.
He was.
This is Jack Husson back in at quarterback number 3 for Husson. They've used a couple of quarterbacks, Cody Goddard and Husson. And this is, again, good yardage. Jackson out across the 35, 40, and down at the 42-yard line, picks up 22. Patrick West finally on the tackle for Castleton. Jackson, who's got a touchdown, he scored the first touchdown of the game from 2 yards out. And
Yeah, they don't have an answer to stop that kid.
they got Brian Jackson, Julius Williams. It seems like everybody that Castleton faces has teams that are just have so much depth in the backfield.
Very dominant.
First and 10, Husson its own 43-yard line. And again, a good yardage to the Castleton 48-yard line. It's Brian Jackson, Dustin Young on the tackle. That picked up about 9. Second and 1 for Husson. Saying Brian Jackson, it's actually Byron Jackson, B-Y-R-O-N, Byron Jackson. Yeah, Byron Jackson.
Get it right.
Here's Williams straight ahead, first down, and down at the 43-yard line. So here come the Eagles again. And that's Alex Boulogne, a freshman on the tackle. First and 10. The Eagles have it at the Castleton 43. Husson to throw, and is it complete? It is at the 40.
Small gainer of about 4 yards.
That was complete to number 19, Audie Murphy. Picked up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Husson has it at the Castleton 40. 21-6 Husson with 3:15 to go in the half. Jack Husson is and now it's back to Goddard as he pitches to Williams. Here he goes again down the sideline to the 20. Tight ropes down the sideline, back inside the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Oh, my. What a run for Julius Williams.
They just don't have an answer for that kid. He runs the football with authority, just like Jackson does.
That's a 40-yard touchdown run for Williams. It's 27-6 Husson. 3 minutes to go in the half.
Well, you can tell these kids have played football for quite a while. They're definitely a seasoned veteran team here at Husson.
Julius Williams up near 200 yards. Here's Romero, and his extra point is good. And it's 28-6 Husson. 3 minutes to go in the half.
Absolutely. And that's just you can't beat that run. We're going to take a look at it here on the replay, Jeremy. Snap from center. Pitch goes to the right-hand side. 2 shots at him right there. Nobody can get him. There's a 3rd one. 4th. 5, 6 Spartans had a shot at him, and nobody could bring him down. That's half your line of defense out there. And once he gets into that second tier, he's good to go because he's got a head of steam, and you're not going to stop him.
So Julius Williams on the first play from scrimmage had a 73-yard run officially now to give the Eagles a 1st and goal at the 2, and then Byron Jackson took over from 2 yards out. A couple of field goals by Robitaille would cut the lead to 7-6 after the Romero extra point. But then Williams a 4-yard touchdown run, a 59-yard touchdown run, and a 40-yard touchdown run. Julius Williams for Husson, and it's 28-6. The Eagles out in front. Here is the kickoff. This is Babineau straight ahead and knocked down at the 32-yard line. Nathan Conway on the kick.
2:54 to go here, 28-6. The Spartans are down, and it'd be nice right here to see the Spartans, get some positive yardage here going out of the half, and they will get the second half kickoff, Jack, and it'd be nice to see them just get something going offensively, and get positive here as we go into the halftime break.
Jerry on the stop with the special teams for Husson. So Castleton trailing 28-6 with 2:54 to go in the half. 1st and 10 at its own 32-yard line. Brzezowski on the handoff to Carpenter, and right up the middle, and Carpenter out to the 48, picks up 16 and a 1st down. Again, Mike Husson on the tackle.
I think that's pretty positive right there. A nice little inside handoff. Picks him up 16 yards like you just said.
As you mentioned, too, Castleton will get the second half kickoff. The pouring rain here at Spartan Stadium, 28-6 Husson, 2:35 to go in the half. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Again, Carpenter the call, left tackle, breaking tackles down at the 45. Picked up about 7, it'll be 2nd and 3. So they mark it at the Husson 45-yard line. 2nd down and 4, we'll call it. The Spartans have it at the Husson 45-yard line. Brzezowski back underneath center. Quick throw near side in the flat to Furman. Furman is tackled at the 43, and that's Chris Dalecki. Man, he's some player, huh? Sophomore, 6'1", 225-pounder, already 2 or 3 sacks in the ball game, and makes the tackle quick pursuit. Dalecki, the defensive end, number 54, and it'll be 3rd down. The Spartans have it 3rd down, about 2 at the Husson 43-yard line. 1:30 to go in the half. The Spartans have all their timeouts remaining, and this time blowing his way through there, number 44 for Husson. Marcus Leak knocked down Phil Hall, the center.
May have been drawn.
Yep. Offside. Yeah, offside. Husson. and that gives the Spartans a first down. Unofficially, you have the Spartans with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Husson with 2. And the Spartans have it 1st and 10 down at the Husson 38-yard line. Jabor wide left, slot left. It is Furman for the Spartans. The lone setback, Carpenter. Carpenter stutter step straight ahead down at the 35. Picked up about 3, 2nd and 7. Mid portion of the Eagle defensive unit there on the stop, led by Dylan Terrian, freshman, 6 foot, 215-pounder.
I want to pass on to our fan base out there. We will have Tom Healey and Healey's comments on at halftime.
Take a look at the band. For the band indeed is going to go out there at halftime. I'm not sure.
Oh, sure they will.
Zowski fumbles the snap and comes back to recover back at the 43. 50 seconds to go in the half. And lost about 7 when it was all said and done. Castleton calls for a timeout. It's first. We'll have the statistics at halftime as well. So both teams have a couple of timeouts remaining. 49.3 seconds to go in the half. Husson has a 28-6 lead. Husson has a 2-yard touchdown run for Byron Jackson. Carlos Romero, the extra point. Husson went up 7-0. Couple of field goals for the Spartans. Louis Robitaille, a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder to cut the Husson lead to 7-6. That was the score after a quarter. And 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. 4-yard touchdown run for Julius Williams. 3 touchdowns for Julius Williams. 4-yarder, 59-yarder, and a 40-yarder. And Romero with all the extra points, 28-6, Husson. Julius Williams also the first play from scrimmage, 73 yards to send up the first Husson touchdown at the 2-yard line. And Byron Jackson took it over from that point. So Jackson with a touchdown, Williams with 3. And Williams right around, we'll get the official stats here momentarily, but he has right around 200 yards rushing already.
Yeah, he's having a whale of a day. He's a tough kid to bring down. And with 3rd down here, 49 seconds to go, I would imagine you'll see a
3rd down and 14. The Spartans have it at the Husson 42. Brzezowski moves to the left. He looks and he throws, and it's knocked down. It was intended for Furman down around the 23-yard line. And they're break it up for Husson, number. Looked like Nick Brown was down there, number 43. Husson was down there as well. Tom Husson as well. Mike and Tom, the twins. So it'll be 4th down, and DeBow back to boot. With 42.4 seconds remaining. Blades back around the 10-yard line for Husson. 28-6, Husson out in front. Of course, Castleton will get the second half kickoff, and that will bounce its way into the end zone, automatic touchback, and Husson will have it 1st and 10 at its own 20.
And that's certainly why they booted the football right there. You don't want to give, that might be considered a short field for Williams and company.
Everything seems to be a short. Think about it. Let's see, 59 and 40, just the touchdown runs. That's 99 yards. He had a 45-yarder cut back, call back. He had the 4-yard touchdown run, so that's over 100. That's 103. He had another one for 73 yards, so that's 176 right there, and that doesn't include 3 or 4 other runs he had. So he's over 200. Husson will take a knee here for the final seconds of the half. Goddard, the quarterback. As we come up on halftime here at Spartan Stadium, looks like the rain is still pretty steady here, and the fans certainly kept the attendance down a little bit here at Spartan Stadium today. But actually, I think half the team is heading toward the locker room for Husson, but
it's done. They don't have to take one.
They'll
more
just
snap.
let the time run down here.
Yeah.
That's the end of the first half, and at halftime our score, the Husson Eagles 28, the Castleton State College Spartans 6. We'll have the halftime show coming up. Tom Healey, Healey's comments. Tom Healey from D3Football.com and also from the Rutland Herald. And, of course, we'll point our attention to the band, too, as we come back, and we'll run by some statistics for you. We'll be back with our halftime show after this timeout from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
And the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Jack Healey back with Chris Thayer. We're at halftime at Spartan Stadium on a rainy Saturday afternoon on the Northeast Sports Network, video casting around the world and live on Channel 20 PEGTV in Rutland. Mike Valentine and company as the Spartan Band will entertain in the rain here at Spartan Stadium. Tom Healey from D3Football.com and the Rutland Herald. Chris Thayer's guest here in just a moment. Healey's comments here at halftime. The Spartans got on the board eventually with a couple of field goals for Robitaille, but Husson got on the board quickly. It was a 72-yard run for Julius Williams on the first play from scrimmage, 73 yards officially, and it gave Husson a first and goal at the Castleton 2-yard line. And with 14:19 to go in the quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run for Husson's Byron Jackson that put the Eagles up 6-0. Carlos Romero the extra point to make it 7-0. Then, with 9:21 to go in the first quarter, a 38-yard field goal for Louis Robitaille, one of the heroes of last week's victory over Anna Maria. Kicked a 38-yard field goal to cut the Husson lead to 7-3. Then, with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, a 40-yard field goal for Robitaille would cut the lead to 7-6. Husson, that was the score after one. In the second quarter, early going second quarter, 4-yard touchdown run for Husson's Julius Williams to make it 13-6. Romero the extra point to make it 14-6. 8:49 to go in the half. A 59-yard touchdown run for Julius Williams to make it 20-6. Romero the extra point to make it 21-6. Then with 3 minutes to go in the half, it was Julius Williams again. He's well over 200 yards rushing, and that made it 27-6. Romero the extra point to make it 28-6. In the meantime, a field goal was missed by Robitaille. I believe, I'm trying to remember now, it was a 36-yard field goal that hit the crossbar and bounced up into the air and on the field side. And Castleton will get the second half kickoff. So Tom Healey with Chris Thayer. It's 28-6 Husson here at halftime.
We're going to enjoy the band for half a second here. Well, as you look out there, Tom Healey enjoying the Castleton Spartans marching band, and hey, got to give those kids a lot of credit out here in the pouring rain.
It's a great, the only college marching band in the state of Vermont, and they sound great.
Isn't that awesome? They do such a great job. Let's sit down and have a seat here and chat a little bit. My fine friend from D3College.com, and of course the Rutland Herald here in the area, the great Rutland Herald, I guess you want to call it. Thomas, your thoughts on the first half, sir?
Well, I think the Castleton offense with their sustained drives has been very impressive. You'd love to see them finish, but you know, as we talked about before on the halftimes, first-year program, you know, there's going to be pieces that are missing, but boy, they look good. Carpenter running the ball, and the way Brzezowski's throwing it, the offense is balanced. It's moving the ball very well. And I'll tell you what, Husson doesn't shore up this defense next week against Jerome Bunch down in Newton Center, Mass. He's going to run
Another
wild.
handful, yeah.
Yeah, But I mean, you know, we know what Husson is, and they're big and they're good, and they've had a couple excruciating losses, 10-7 to Gallaudet and 20-19 to Norwich. But they're a good team, and I think Castleton is stacking up pretty well with them. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I like what I see from Castleton. The man they call the Juice, Julius Williams. They went down to Florida and got him, and he's an explosive, exciting player for Husson running the ball.
Yeah, they picked up major chunks of yards between Williams and Jackson. You know, Castleton has no answer for these kids. They run through the center of the field, right up the seams, and you know they get hands on them, but they can't grab them enough to wrap them up and bring them down. And it's got to be frustrating for Mark Klatt and his staff as far as the defensive side of this thing is concerned right now.
And of course, if Louis Robitaille hadn't hit the crossbar, he'd be 3 for 3. And you know, we probably would have talked about him right off at the top here. Over the next few years, he's going to be a weapon.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, when they're in games, as this program improves, Louis Robitaille is going to be a real luxury.
You know, again, people lose sight of the fact that Castleton's basically stacked with mainly freshmen.
Exactly.
A few sophomores, a junior here and there, and maybe a senior. But you know, that's you know, they're playing against juniors and seniors that are seasoned veterans out there on a football field. You know, Husson picked in the college poll to be number 1, and they show it today. This is a really good football team.
Oh, it is.
Got a lot of weapons. You can tell they're well coached, and they do a nice job when they have possession of that football.
And that's what I think. That's why I think the way Castle is moving the ball on offense is so impressive, because this is a good team, and they have so much size. I think early in the week, Rich Alercio referred to them as a team with Division I size. Big kids in the trenches. So I think it's a good showing by Castle.
One of the things that Rich said at our pre-game meeting yesterday was, you know, this is a team with D1 size coming in here.
Right.
This team is big, and boy, pound for pound, they're a big ball club.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, they're well coached and do a nice job. But I think in the trenches, you know, especially on the offensive side of the ball, when Castleton has the offense, they do a nice job, you know, of you know, controlling their lanes and getting good positive yards on the run, and then they use the pass, so they mix it up rather nicely, which translates into good positive yardage. Especially those first 2 series, Castleton had the ball, they did a nice job. Like you said, they didn't finish, but they did a nice job. So good positive things, you know, and Coach Alercio does a good job at taking good positive things out of ball games and bringing them to the kids the following week in practice and building on it.
Right. And next week's a winnable game.
Absolutely. You know, we go on the road. We go on the road next week to Becker.
Yep.
Like you said, a winnable game. You know, Castleton could go down there and get a win. And of course, their first road win coming last week, the first road win in the history of the program. Pretty neat to do that in your first year. You get your first road win, and you get your first win ever, your first game ever. I mean, a lot of things have gone on here that are very positive for this program.
Yeah, and to get out, if we get out of the first year with 3 wins, I mean, you know,
you've done something pretty special.
Yeah, you're going. You got something to go forward on.
Yeah, you really do. You really, really do. You know, as we look to the future, of course, Norwich on the 7th in a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you what, folks, if you don't have a ticket now, you might want to hurry up, because you're not going to have a chance after.
And the trophy is on display downstairs.
See it? What's it called? The Maple Sap Bucket?
Maple Sap Bucket.
Yeah, that's great.
And also, of course, as you know, we had a announcement here before the game about the procedures for the fans and the players to undertake in the event of a lightning delay. So far, so good.
So far, we're in good shape. There are thunderstorms in the area, but looks like we're going to be okay. Second half coming up here in a little bit, but
I'm really impressed with the mix of the way Brzezowski's throwing the ball, and Tyler Carpenter, the young man from right down the road here in Fort Edward, New York. He's run the ball well every week, but this is the best I've seen him against a good team. Carpenter, 14 carries, 87 yards, a net 84 yards, and he's getting a lot of tough yards too. He's running hard. The old Fort Edward Flying Fort is flying today.
Flying Forts. Well, listen, I want to thank you for stopping by here to say hello to us at halftime. As always, Healey's Comments is one of our featured events. We love doing it and really appreciate everything. We're going to say goodbye to the marching band as they're all done down there as well. We're going to take a short break, going to go to a Castleton College commercial, and we'll be back.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
and the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
Again, hello everybody. We're at halftime. It's the Husson Eagles leading the Castleton State College Spartans 28-6. We're at Spartan Stadium, a rain-drenched crowd as the rain just continues to pour down here. It's been a steady, hard rain all day today, and certainly thank goodness for the artificial turf. Again, if you're just joining us, Husson got on the board in the first quarter after Julius Williams took the first play from scrimmage, the opening play from scrimmage. He took it 73 yards for Husson to set up the Eagles' first and goal at the Castleton 2. Byron Jackson took it over from 2 yards out to give Husson the 6-0 lead. Carlos Romero the extra point, and that made it 7-0 Husson. Then with 9:21 to go in the first quarter, Castleton on the board, a 38-yard field goal for Louis Robitaille. That would cut the Husson lead to 7-3. Robitaille again a field goal for the Spartans from 40 yards out with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that would cut the Husson lead to 7-6. That was the score after a quarter. Then 3 straight touchdowns for Julius Williams in the second quarter. For Husson, 11:56 to go in the half. Williams a 4-yard touchdown run. Carlos Romero the extra point, and that would put the Husson Eagles up 14-6. 8:49 to go in the half. Williams a 59-yard touchdown run. That would put the Eagles up 26. Romero the kick would make it 21-6. Then with 3 minutes to go in the half, Julius Williams again a 40-yard touchdown run. Carlos Romero the extra point. That would make it 28-6 in favor of Husson, and that's where we stand right now at halftime. Williams has 7 carries for 186 yards and 3 touchdowns. We were estimating that he was well over 200. He did have a long run call back, but he's at 186. Byron Jackson, 8 carries for 93 yards. Cody Goddard, one of 2 quarterbacks, has 1 carry, -1 yard. In the passing department for Husson, Cody Goddard 0 for 2. Jack Husson 2 for 2, 17 yards. Receiving, Travis Barney's 1 catch, 14 yards for Husson. Audie Murphy a catch, 3 yards for the Eagles. For Castleton, Tyler Carpenter 14 carries, 84 yards. Shane Brzezowski 8 carries and a net of -31. He's been sacked a few times. Shane Brzezowski in the passing department 15 of 24 for 119 yards. Receiving, Dennis Furman 6 catches, 33 yards. Mike Jabor 3 catches for 23. Tyler Carpenter 2 for 32. Adam Farmer 2 for 15 yards. And that is where we are statistically here. First downs, Husson has 8, Castleton 13, as Castleton actually has had the ball longer than Husson, at least in the first downs. Let's see, time of possession. Actually, Castleton has 21 minutes time of possession in Husson with 8 minutes, 29 seconds, because Husson has scored with a home run ball. So Castleton actually has 3-1 advantage in time of possession in this game, and it tells you how misleading that can be at times. So generally, time of possession is a good indicator as to how much you're dominating the game here, but not the case here with the 3 long touchdown runs for Williams, and of course the short drives for Husson as a whole. Byron Jackson also with a home run. Neither team has fumbled, no turnovers, and again, that possession time, 8:29 for Husson, 21-31 for Castleton. Third down conversions, Husson 0 of 2, and Castleton 4 of 11. Red zone scoring chances, Husson's had 2 chances in the red zone, scored twice. Castleton is 1 out of 2. So that brings us up to date. Castleton will get the second half kickoff. Jack Healey, Chris Thayer, Jeremy Jackson is our spotter, and Adam Largess is our producer. And with us as well, Mary Michael and Lindsay, our camera people, and also the game shown not only on the Northeast Sports Network video cast around the world, the Northeast Sports Network NSN, but also on PEGTV Channel 20. And, of course, Channel 20 PEGTV will show the game in a couple of weeks. It'll be Castleton and Norwich for the first time in 2 weeks right here at Spartan Stadium. Next week, the Spartans will be at Becker down in Worcester, Mass., and Chris Thayer and I will be down there for that one. We have been on the road for 2 games. That'll be our third. We were at New York Maritime a couple of weeks ago, down in the Bronx, and last week at Anna Maria, as we were happy to videocast and bring home that Castleton win for you in the last-second field goal by Louis Robitaille. So as the rain continues to pour down here at Spartan Stadium, you know, Chris, we were talking about the time of possession to tell you how misleading that can be. Castleton, 21 minutes, 31 seconds, and Husson, 8:29, but Husson has scored on the home run ball with Williams. I thought he was well over 200, estimating off the top of my head. They've held him to only 186 yards.
What did I tell you about that education you got? I want to thank Jeremy Jackson, our sound boy today, too, as he goes down and catches the sound for the band. We really appreciate him braving the elements to do that, too. So, yeah, Jack, very misleading. I tell you what, that football team over there is a well-oiled machine when it runs well. With a 28-6 lead, you know, the Williams kid and the Jackson kid in that backfield, they're a lethal combination. Very difficult to bring down, very difficult to stop. And when they get their motors running, forget it. You can't stop those two. You can only hope to slow them down.
Of course, the Spartans getting the second half kickoff here in the pouring rain at Spartan Stadium.
And by the way, our friend behind me here from VermontSportsNow.com, Matt Keith, just passed me a note. And he said, the Bronx, what a lovely place. Of course, that's coming from a huge Red Sox fan.
I got to tell you, it was nice.
It was beautiful down there.
It was beautiful. That's you Vermonters. You know, not
They're
everything.
all alike.
The rest of the world isn't all tar and cement, you know. There are trees and cows and grass in other parts of the country.
They actually have cows down there in the Bronx, you know.
Yeah. It was pretty nice.
Beautiful area.
Number 62 doing the kicking here for Husson. Nathan Conway. Jabor and Babineau back deep for Castleton, going right to left here in the second half. And a couple of hops, and Babineau did a nice job to jump on it at the 27. You know, with all the rain and everything in the first half, we just mentioned no turnovers in this game, Chris.
No,
and
not one.
Almost one there, but Babineau covered up. We'll see what the Spartans can do going right to left here in the third quarter, and Husson going left to right.
Not to say that the ball has not been put on the ground, because it
has been just a few times, but
Yeah.
not
out of
unbelievable
control.
amount of
No,
times.
not at all.
So Brzezowski will be out of the shotgun. 1st and 10. The Spartans have it at their own 26-yard line. And this is Carpenter, the penalty marker down. I think Furman took off too quickly, the wide receiver on the left side, as Carpenter got it out to close to the 35-yard line. Picked up close to 9, but we'll see what the penalty marker is all about. Dennis Furman, for the most part, taking the place of Evan Cassidy today. And people up here in the media room and in the press box wondering what the story is with number 15, Evan Cassidy, who has been a big part of the Castleton offense over the first
Well, I will
half of the
certainly,
season.
I'll certainly ask that question at our post-game interview session with Coach DeLurcio. Perhaps not on air, but
No, don't ask him on the air. I'm not sure.
obviously I wouldn't.
It is a 5-yard penalty. Illegal procedure against the Spartans. 1st and 15. Spartans have it back at their own 22-yard line. Just underway in the third quarter. Husson out in front by a score of 28-6. Brzezowski's got a man in motion. Going to go straight ahead. And not much there. Blindow on the stop. That was Carpenter on the call. And back to the line of scrimmage.
First score coming out of Norwich. It's 7-0 early in that game at Norwich University over Anna Maria.
So Norwich has the lead over Anna Maria. Of course, a team we saw last week. We'll see Norwich in a couple of weeks. 2nd and 15. Spartans at their own 22. And picking his way for about 3 out to the 25. Again, Carpenter and Obed Rinville on the stop for the Husson Eagles on a Bangor, Maine.
A little bit of a conservative look from the Spartans as they come out of their first series here in the second half.
Picked up about 3. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Spartans at their own 25-yard line. The floor is in. Number 30 is the up back out of the eye. Brzezowski on play action, fires, and a nice catch up at the 41-yard line. Catch by Adam Farmer out of South Burlington. Picks up 16 on the first down. Tom Husson on the tackle. First and 10 for the Spartans. Early going third quarter. You can see the clock and the score on your screen on the video cast on Channel 20 on NSN as well. Get the chains all
okay.
set across the way. Mike Jabor's number 8 wide to the right, wide left is Furman. The center is Phil Hall. He's out of East Montpelier. 6'2" sophomore, and not much there. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage again was Carpenter. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Actually, Hall is a 6', 255-pound sophomore. Dylan Douglas on the stop for the Husson Eagles. Furman number 4, Jabor number 8, wide to the right. Furman is the slot on the right. Deep back out of the eye is Carpenter. Up back is LaFleur. 2nd down and a little less than 10. Spartans have it at their own 41-yard line. Looks like Brzezowski might be changing the call here. Play action. Look out. Gets the pass away to Carpenter. Breaks a tackle, but they're going to lose a yard. Carpenter initially broke a tackle, but knocked down at the 40-yard line. And Dylan Douglas again in there on the stop, number 44 for Husson. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage when it was all said and done. 3rd down, about 10. Spartans have it at their own 41-yard line.
Looked like he did audible out of that play.
So Brzezowski on a 3rd down out of the shotgun. Couple of wideouts to the left. Wideout to the right. One setback. Brzezowski looking. Fires, and it's incomplete. It would have been a 1st down. Trying to come up with a catch again. Adam Farmer, he had one similar to that on the other side in this drive to pick up a 1st down. So it'll be 4th down and 10, and the Spartans will have to put the football away. Could do nothing on their first drive after picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, they picked up that one 1st down and kind of stalled from there.
It'll be DeVoe back to Boot for the Spartans. Blades back deep. Blades picks it up and then fumbles the football. It's on the ground. I believe the Spartans have recovered. First turnover of the game, and the Spartans have it 1st and 10. Blades trying to do something with a football and couldn't come up with it.
It's like Blades did have the ball in the end, but when he was down, the whistle was blown, so stealing the ball away did not amount to any turnover on the second part of that.
Daniel Seneff, number 53, recovered the fumble, the first turnover of the ball game, and we'll see here, and it's surprising in a driving rainstorm, first turnover of the game. We'll see if the Spartans can turn it into a score. 1st and 10 at the Husson 27-yard line. Early going in the 3rd quarter, 11:18 to go in the quarter. Here's Carpenter up the middle. Big hole, Carpenter the 20, and he backs his way down to the 15-yard line.
Going to take another look at this fumble here, Jack, on the punt. You see Blades gets the ball, bounces off him, and right there, that ball's down already. The official's blowing the whistle. Even though Blades wrestled the ball away from him, it kept Castleton with the football.
That was Nick Brown on the tackle for Husson. It is a 1st down, a pickup of 12 for the Spartans. 1st down at the Husson 15, and now Carpenter's tackled in the backfield. Lost a couple back to the 17. Dylan Terrian on the tackle. When it's all said and done, they're going to say he lost a yard to the 16, 2nd down and 11. Spartan offensive line on the left side, Anderson and Daigle, left tackle, left guard. Right guard, Tom Manley. Pat Meyer, right tackle. Play action. Here is Brzezowski looking. He's going to keep, and he is pulled out of bounds, run around the 13-yard line or so. Over there, number 59 to drag him out for Husson was Derek Sneed.
Had about a week and a half to throw the football. Nobody was open downfield. Finally tucked it in himself and took off with it and picked up a couple of yards.
It'll be third down, about 8. The Spartans have it at the Husson 13-yard line. 10:21 to go in the third quarter. 28-6 Husson. Couple of wideouts to the left, couple to the right. Brzezowski, the fade to the end zone. Watch Farmer, and it is intercepted. And so the Spartans couldn't cash in on the turnover. That's Mike Husson, one of the twins in the defensive backfield. Mike Husson, and of course his twin brother Tom. Mike Husson on the interception. First turnover for Castleton, and we didn't have any turnovers in the first half. 2 on in the first couple of minutes here of the second half, and so it is a turnover, and it's going to be Husson's
what
football.
Cursum did a great job of getting position on the football in front of Farmer. Once he did that, the ball was his to catch, and he did a nice job of coming up with that interception.
And Mike Husson on the interception. 1st and 10 for Husson at its own 20-yard line. This is Goddard, the quarterback. Play action. Being chased way back at the 10, and he throws, and it's complete, but tackled immediately at the 21. As the catch was made by number 42, Julius Williams. Zach Deems on the tackle immediately. Got it out to the 23 when it was all said and done. Picked up 3, 2nd and 7. And that's one of the few times, that's only 3-yard pickup on a pass play to Williams. Goddard. This again is Williams. This time, it looks like they had him hemmed in, but he still turned something out of nothing. And out across the 25 to about the 26, picked up 3. Julius Williams has got 3 touchdowns, and he's now rushed for about 189 yards. Heath Janier out of Fairhaven there to wrap him up for Castleton Spartans. In number 73 for the Spartans now. Ethan Hadley is a Rutland High School grad. He's in at defensive tackle. Third down, about 3 for the Eagles. They have it at their own 28-yard line. And this time, nothing doing. The Castleton defensive unit fired up. That was this time Byron Jackson on the carry, and Zach Deems on the tackle. Will be 4th down, close to 3, and the Eagles will have to boot the football away.
Nice job defensively there by the Spartans. Did a great job in that interior line of making sure these backs did not get away from them this time around. A great job by Coach Klatt and his staff to make adjustments here in the second half.
Goddard back to boot around his own 12-yard line. Jabor out of South Burlington back for Castleton. Back around his own 35-yard line. So neither team can cash in on the turnovers. Jabor will stay away from this as gets a pretty good Husson roll. Blown dead at the 32-yard line. So the Spartans go on the offense again, 1st and 10, their own 32. 28-6, Husson, 3 touchdowns for Julius Williams, a touchdown for Byron Jackson, 2 field goals for Lewis Robitaille for the Castleton scoring, a 38-yarder and a 40-yarder.
Still a pretty good steady rainfall in Jack, and really not affecting the game that much.
No, as we mentioned, just the 2 turnovers, both here in the last couple of minutes in the third quarter. Carpenter, left tackle, knocked down at the 35-yard line, number 40 on the tackle for Husson, Obed Rinbill. Get it out to the 35-yard line. Picked up 3. It's 2nd and 7. And nothing much there. Matter of fact, lost yardage. That was Randy Babineau, the captain, and he immediately got tackled by Chris Dalecki. Was had 3.5 sacks in the ball game and certainly leading the Husson defensive unit in tackles. Lost yardage back to the 31. Lost about 4. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Spartans, their own 31-yard line. There's your score on the screen, 28-6 Husson. There's the time coming down on 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Carpenter the up back, deep back, Babineau out of the eye. Play action, Brzezowski. Throws the bubble screen. It goes incomplete. That was intended for Jabor. So it'll be fourth down, and again, the Spartans will have to boot the football away.
So that series doesn't work out that well for the Spartans. It's kind of sputtered and spurting right now. It's Spartans will have to boot the football away for the second
Blades
time.
back to receive. He fumbled his last time back there. There's DeVoe, gets the kick away. And Blades this time will watch it roll. Nice Castleton roll. A roll dead at the 21-yard line.
Pretty good boot.
Close to a 50-yard boot.
Bad at all.
So the Husson Eagles go on the offense, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Husson with a 28-6 lead. Cody Goddard is the quarterback. That's Jackson in traffic, and a host of Spartans to drop him. Maybe picked up a yard. That was it. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line as Patrick West actually led the charge for the Spartans. Picked up a couple, 2nd and 8 when it was all said and done. Jamie Bunnell is the up back out of the eye. Goddard to throw for one of the few times. Tipped and almost picked off at the 30-yard line. And I'm telling you, if it was picked off by Cody Tancredi, he would have been gone he would have been gone. Nothing but artificial turf for a touchdown.
Yeah, nothing but, the green artificial grass in front of him. And he just, saw the ball tipped at the last second, couldn't quite get a hand on it to try to gather that ball in. But, boy, he had an opportunity.
Cody Tancredi in the secondary, just a great athlete out of Windsor, Cody Tancredi. And 3rd down and 8. The Eagles have it at their own 23. Goddard looking, being pressured. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally driven out of bounds across the way shy of first down yardage. Did a good job to avoid the sack. Picked up about 3, maybe 4 yards before he was busted out of bounds. And all of a sudden here in the third quarter, it's become a defensive battle.
Yeah.
Busting out was Adam Sheekwood, the freshman, number 84 out of Burlington.
Good call, Jack. Both teams going back and forth defensively here, and nothing seeming to get going on the offensive side of the football for either squad.
4th and 7, it picked up a yard. Husson at its own 24. Jabor back in single safety at his own 45. Goddard gets it out of there, and a little squirt through the water of the artificial turf and blown dead at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. We'll see if they can get something going here. The door's been open for them a little bit. They have been able to stop that juggernaut that is that Husson offense a couple of times here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they've done a nice job defensively in this game right now, being played in between the 20s. And like you said, defensive battle at the moment, Jack.
Quarterback Shane Brzezowski, number 10. Couple of wideouts to the right. The Spartans out of the eye. Play action, Brzezowski. Fires complete. Carpenter out of the backfield. Carpenter got it to about the 39, then to the 41 or so, and got driven back. Doug Blades there to drive back. Blades a 5'10", 200-pound senior. Picked up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Spartans. Coming down on 5 minutes to go, third quarter. It's Husson 28 and Castleton 6.
Thought you got a little bit of a tough spot there. I thought the ball should have been up around the 40. He started driving him back there at the 40.
Yeah, he did not get his forward progress. It's 2nd and 9 as Spartans have it at their own 38. Cole is in. Thomas Cole, number 7. He's the wideout 4 left, and trips left as Carpenter is out now. 2nd and 9 for Brzezowski and company. He operates out of the shotgun. Fakes to Babineau and throws near side to Furman. And Furman down at the 42-yard line. I'm not sure if that was tipped or not. It looked like it was tipped initially, but they managed to pick up 4, and Nick Brown on the tackle for Husson.
Yeah, from our angle here, it looked like it might have been tipped, and he was able to get back.
Yeah,
and
I
catch
thought
the
it was
ball.
tipped, but maybe not. It'll be third down, close to 6 for the Spartans. They have it at their own 42-yard line. Babineau's the lone setback with Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Throws, and Jabor had it and couldn't hang on. It would have been a first down up at the 48. Hit immediately by Mike Husson, number 27.
Yeah, that's the second time today I've seen him do that. He does a nice job of timing himself into the pass and the intended receiver and knocks the football away. Nice job by the young man.
4th and 6, and the Spartans again will have to boot it away. And number 9, Doug Blades back deep now for Husson. And this is DeVoe. And he really booms it out of there. Fair catch. Blades fumbles the football, and then he can't run with it because he called for the fair catch. Back on the 14-yard line.
Almost a muff. I believe that's the correct terminology.
Yep. Husson has 3 touchdowns for Julius Williams, 59-yarder, 40-yarder, and also a 4-yarder, a 2-yard touchdown run for Byron Jackson, a couple of field goals for Lewis Robitaille for the Castleton scoring. 1st and 10, the Eagles have it at their own 14-yard line. This is Husson again, the quarterback, pitch to Jackson, sweeps to the right, and he gets great yardage out across the 25 to the 27, picks up 13.
Comes a late flag, Jack.
And here is a late flag. And that's Byron Ayers on the tackle. We'll see what the flag is all about. Be a first down anyway, and a penalty marker down.
Coming in there late. Did he like the way he was tackled?
That's Jack Husson. Personal foul. It's against Husson.
Wow. Apparently he didn't like the way he was tackled, and
I don't know if we
didn't see that or not, but
so that negates the first down, unless it's a post. We'll see if that they are given a first down. It's after the play, so.
I wonder if that's something we can get a look at. I'm just kind of curious.
It is a dead ball foul, personal foul, so it is a
after
first
the play.
down. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
They put it back to the 14-yard line, and again it's 1st and 10.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I just saw it. We're going to take a look at it in a second.
Here's Husson to throw, looking, throws near side, and it's incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver near side.
Here's that play, Jack. Going to take a quick look at it. As the play ends, did a nice job of the tackle right there. Watch what happens right here in the middle of your screen. He gets a little shove, which drew that flag. Yeah, a little shove from behind after the play was dead.
That was not the ball carrier.
No, it was away from the ball. It was away from the ball, so.
Did we catch the number there? Is that 16? Or is it 15?
Nice
Dobson.
Nice job by our
2nd and 10.
camera people.
Here's the pitch now. It's Williams looking to turn the corner, and Williams does, but only for a few out to the 21. As he picked up about 5. That was a 2nd down play, 3rd down coming up.
Nice job by Lindsay, our camera person on that side of the field, to pick that up. Good job.
Tyler Sharon out of Fairhaven on the tackle. Picked up yardage out to the 22. Picked up close to 8. It'll be 3rd down and 2. The Eagles have it at their own 22-yard line. Husson 28, Castleton 6. 2:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. And this is Jack Husson, the original starting quarterback, number 3 for Husson. 3rd down and short. And this time they stop Williams in the backfield as number 45, Patrick West, in there on the stop. It'll be 4th down and This has become a defensive battle here in the third quarter in the pouring rain at Spartan Stadium, and Husson again will have to boot the football away.
It certainly has, Jack, and Patrick West with a nice job of busting through the line and dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Great job by the Castleton Spartans defense, and Coach Klatt has got those guys really fired up right now.
Lost 3 back to the 19, 4th and 5. It'll be Goddard into punt. Mentioned certainly in our pregame that Mike Husson, we'll get to that in just a moment. Here's the punt, and Jabor picks it up at the 46-yard line, tackled immediately. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. We mentioned Mike Husson, a defensive back, number 27, and his twin brother, Tom Husson, a defensive back, number 25. So Tom and also Mike Husson, the defensive backs, are twins. Their brother, Jack Husson, is the starting quarterback, but he hasn't played as much as Goddard, the second-string quarterback. So there's 3 brothers on the Husson team, the Husson brothers. 2 of them are twins. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Here's Brzezowski, and he throws, and it's complete up near the 50 to Thomas Cole. That might have been tipped as well to get to Cole, and Blades on the tackle and picked up a couple of yards.
It did seem like the ball took a little bit of time to get there, so it might have been tipped at the line.
The second one, it appears. And Anthony Sims, number 89, is in at a tight end. Double tight ends with Farmer on the right and Sims on the left. Picked up about 3. It's 2nd and 7 for the Spartans at their own 49-yard line. And Husson has jumped offside. You know, Shane Brzezowski, when he sees the other team offside, he takes a knee immediately. You see the pros do that when the other team does it, so it blows the play dead right there.
Yeah.
Offside. Husson.
6 minutes to go up at Norwich University. It's 14-0. Norwich over Anna Maria.
They got underway at 1:30, so that's 6 minutes to go.
They're a little later than us.
That's the 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
In the first quarter. I said it. Oh, I didn't say first quarter? I'm sorry.
2nd and about 2. The Spartans have it at the Husson 46-yard line. Yeah, we got underway at noon here and up at Norwich against Anna Maria, getting underway at 1:30. Carpenter, right tackle, and he doesn't get much, didn't need much, though. It looks like he's got the first down, picked up a couple.
Spartans offense showing a little bit of life here. 53 seconds to go in the quarter.
Let's see where they mark it as they bring it toward the middle of the field. Are they going to give him the first down or not? Apparently, yes, they are. He does pick up the first down at the 44. And Brent Thibbets, a freshman, on the tackle for Husson. 1st and 10. The Spartans have it at the Husson 44-yard line. 40 seconds to go. You see the clock running down there in the third quarter. See the score. Husson out in front by a score of 28-6. A feature of the video cast on NSN and PEGTV. Here's Brzezowski. Looks being pressured, gets the pass away, incomplete. He had Furman out there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. You know, I mean, we were talking a little bit about Evan Cassidy, who I believe was back to receive a punt once or a kickoff, and it didn't go to him. Other than that, I don't know if he so he was in uniform, but I don't see him down below. Again.
He's there.
Oh, is he? I didn't.
Oh, yeah. He's there.
So you kind of wonder.
He's not hobbling, but he's there.
Yeah, he is. I see him now, yeah.
He's over there.
It's off to our right. 2nd and 10. Brzezowski sets up the screen. Carpenter on the catch, number 39. Bounces off one man, and the freshman out of Fort Edward, New York, bounces ahead to the Husson 37-yard line before he's dropped. Picks up about 7. Dylan Terrian on the tackle. 3rd down and 3. That's the final play of the third quarter. 3rd and 3. The Spartans have it at the Husson 37-yard line. No scoring in that third quarter, and there were a couple of turnovers, one on each side after 3 here at rainy Spartan Stadium. Our score, the Husson Eagles 28, the Castleton State College Spartans 6. Back with the fourth quarter after this time out from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships, and community service. There's a real sense of community,
And the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
and Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
There's your score, and the fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. Husson out in front of Castleton, 28-6. Next week, Castleton will be at Becker. We'll have it for you in a couple of weeks. Hosting Norwich, we'll have it for you as well. That game on the Northeast Sports Network, as well as next week's game. Here's Brzezowski, throws near side to Jabor and trying to avoid Husson. Mike Husson this time, one of the twins. Get it down to the 32, 33-yard line. And that is a first down.
You know, one of the
First and
things
10.
Husson does, Jack, they do a great job defensively of keeping the play in front of them, so there's not a lot of yards after the catch for Castleton.
It didn't pick up much, didn't need much. Picked up about 4. First and 10 Spartans, early going fourth quarter. Spartans in green. Here's Brzezowski over the middle, incomplete. And he threw it behind Thomas Cole down around the 25-yard line. And it was close to being picked off. And looked like Dylan Terrian had an opportunity for the football. Second and 10. Spartans have it at the Eagle 33. The Eagles out in front, 28-6.
I want to pass along to everybody that we are not a fair-weathered fan. We will be on that field with an interview or two after the ball game's over.
And we'll send Chris down in the rain here at Spartan Stadium.
Where you're going today?
Cole and Babineau and Jabor, fine. I'm already soaking wet. Looking to throw, pumping once. Brzezowski throws. Jabor back to make the catch. Oh, slam to the turf at the 21. That was Blaze. What a hard hit there. That was almost helmet to helmet, I thought, but
Very close to it. You see that?
picked up 12 and a first down.
See if we can take a look at that. That was a heck of a shot he took right there. Let's see if we can't cue that up again. Take a peek at it.
First and 10, the Spartans have it at the Husson 21. 14-10 to go in the game, 28-6 Husson. Spartans looking to score here. They've had a couple of field goals. Here's Brzezowski. Looking, throws it out complete near side to Carpenter, and he's tackled a loss of 3 at the 24. He was tackled by number 32, Dylan Terrian.
Here comes that play we just saw, Jack. We thought it was a helmet to helmet, and he catches the ball. He took it. Boy, I'll tell you, that was real close. We weren't tight enough to see it in its true form, but it looked helmet to helmet from up here.
Don't want to say that it was. Just
No,
thought
no.
that it
From
looked
our
like
vantage
it.
point.
Certainly they didn't call it. Second and 12, Castleton at the Husson 23. Brzezowski throws for Farmer, and he makes the catch down around the 3-yard line. What a catch by Adam Farmer out of South Burlington.
It was a great catch, Jack. Absolutely. Here come the Spartans knocking on the red zone door right down to the 3-yard line, like you just said. And what a beautiful pass by Brzezowski to put that ball in between two defenders. The only one that was able to catch that ball was definitely Farmer.
And it's first and goal. The Spartans have it. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The floor of the up back, deep back. Carpenter out of the eye. Carpenter the call, and he smashes into the end zone for the touchdown. And Spartans on the board here. Their first touchdown of the afternoon. A 2-yard touchdown run for Tyler Carpenter. Husson 28, Castleton 12. 13:04 to go in the game.
Yeah, what a nice job by that drive right there by the Spartans. Taking the ball right down the field, did a super job. Right there, you know, with that touchdown, you know, it's 28-12. The Spartans are really in this ball game with 13:04 to go.
They sure are, and their defense is picked up a bit here as Robitaille's got a couple of field goals in to attempt the extra point. Snap down, and it's good, and that was a nice job there by Stancati. It looked like he bobbled it just a bit, but he got it down. The extra point good, 28-13. Husson now with 13:04 left in the ball game.
Tell you, talk about being positive right there. That's keeping your kids focused. You know, you're down 28-6, but saying, hey, come on, guys, let's take the football. Let's play our brand of ball, march the ball down the field and get one. And they just did that. You know, this has got to be really uplifting for this defense now as they're going to take the field and try to get the football back.
Remember, that was the pass play, 21 yards. Great catch by Farmer down at about the 2-yard line. Off the pass from Brzezowski, and then Tyler Carpenter. The Ford Edward Fort banged it in from 2 yards out. A workhorse for the Spartans. So they're right back in this football game. A long way to go with 13:04 to go in the game.
Sure. Another turnover, anything could happen here.
Johnson Doan and Doug Blades back deep to receive the kickoff from Louis Robitaille.
You know, one of the messages the Spartans are sending here is say, you're not going to come into our house and just push us around, Husson.
I know there are folks up in the Bangor, Maine area and around the country listening in that are certainly rooting for Husson.
Absolutely.
The Husson Eagles. And I've been to Bangor, Maine many times. Destination Bangor, Maine. King of the road, Roger Miller. And Bangor, Maine is a long way from here.
My brother's 2 sons go to Husson.
Here is the boot by Robitaille. Sindone up the 21-yard line. Looking for room. Turns the corner, and good yardage, and all the way to the Castleton 41-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. Johnson Doan.
Very nice job of that kickoff. They do a great job of setting up an exterior wall that he tries to run behind. Did a nice job of picking up great positive yardage on that.
That is
kickoff.
Furman on the tackle, and see where they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So Husson now leading 28-13 with 12:54 to go in the game. We'll see. That's Jamie Bunnell, who was the up back out of the eye. Julius Williams, the deep back out of the eye. Goddard back in a quarterback, pitch to Williams. Sweeps to the left and back against the grain. Picks up 5, maybe 6 down at the Spartan 40. Well, you got to hold your breath every time he carries the football. Number 42, Julius Williams. Dustin Young on the stop.
Yeah,
he's got to be over 200 yards now.
Got to be now. He had a whale of a first half.
Well, the 3 touchdowns, and of course, first play from scrimmage, he ran 73 yards. Didn't get a touchdown, but set up the first touchdown at the 2-yard line. 2nd and 4. Here's the pitch to Williams. Sweeps to the right this time against the grain, and a little bit of an opening. And he did pick up 8 and a first down at the 32. Byron Ayers on the tackle for Castleton. So Julius Williams again, as if to say, Husson said, well, we're now leading by 15. Let's go to our bread and butter guy, Julius Williams.
He is the bread and butter, the mayonnaise, and everything else in between. That kid's got the whole package going on.
1st and 10 for the Husson Eagles down at the Castleton 32-yard line. Cody Goddard back in at quarterback. Williams again, the workhorse up the middle. This time they stop him. Or as the saying goes, they can't stop him. They can only hope to contain him. And they contained him after a pickup of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, he's definitely a kind of kid that's you're going to give the ball to many times here in this 4th quarter to hopefully run that clock down, number 1, and get yourself into the end zone.
It was Ryan DeCourcy on the stop for the Spartans. 2nd and 7 at the 29. And this time they got him. They drive him back. Actually, that wasn't Williams this time. That was actually Jackson this time in the drive him back. Dustin Young leading the way defensively. That was Jackson. A 2-headed monster with Jackson and Williams.
Yeah.
But
Castleton wrapping them up. They're doing a lot better defensively on the wrap-up than they did in the first half. They're stopping these guys from getting those big yardage.
yeah, Jackson the deep back and Bunnell the up back out of the eye now. As Williams getting a little bit of a breather. 3rd and 8 at the 30-yard line. Goddard back to throw, sets up the screen, and it is complete to Jackson. Stutter steps. Jackson to the 20, fumbles the football, and it looked like the Spartans had it, but the Eagles recover. It is a first down.
Oh, he had a great shot at the football, just couldn't get on top of it fast enough.
The pass play complete to Jackson. Picked up 12 and a first down. He fumbled. It looked like a Spartan was right there to... It was Dustin Young, apparently, that was right there. And
that was the turnover you were looking for.
now it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Spartan 18-yard line. Goddard now. Here's the pitch to Williams back in. Stutter steps back against the grain and banged down at the 14-yard line.
We're going to take another look at that fumble jack on the play here. And little screen play to the left. Does a nice job of working the ball upfield and gets a nice hit there. Oh, and what a shot he had at the football. Just couldn't come up with it. Kind of overshot it just a little bit. I think he was surprised to see the ball on the ground. Just couldn't get there.
2nd and 6 for Husson, the Castleton 14. Goddard operating out of the eye. Williams knocked down at the 7-yard line, picked up 7. That is a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Is hurt. Is that Williams? He's on the ground. They got a eagle on the ground there.
9:28 left in the game, and Husson has a 28-13 lead. Zach Dames on the stop. They're going to mark it at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal for the Husson Eagles, who went back to their bread and butter. Williams and also Jackson, especially Williams. Not sure who that is limping off.
Number? Is it 42?
Yeah, it is Williams.
It is Williams. Big loss for them.
Couple of wideouts to the right. Fonza Brooks is a slot to the right. Goddard looking to throw. Goddard to the end zone, tipped up into the air, and is it an interception? No, incomplete, hit the ground.
Yeah, there's 3 officials right there on top of the play. Did a nice job of showing you that ball was definitely on the ground, bounced up. Good job by the officiating crew.
We had just mentioned
We're going to take a look at this on the
Fonza
replay.
Brooks. That was the intended receiver.
He drops back the pass, throws the ball, gets tipped up into the air. Had a shot at it, but as you see, the ball did definitely hit the ground, Jeremy.
Fonza Brooks was the intended receiver. 2nd and goal for Husson, the Castleton 7. And this is the original starting quarterback. Husson is in for the touchdown. Husson back in, and he took it on the keeper. Went to the left, back against the grain, took it in from 7 yards out. Jack Husson on the touchdown, and Husson has a 34-13 lead.
Now, with a short field like that, the linebackers had to stay back to protect on the pass, and as he took the ball and tucked it in and finally decided to run with it, they couldn't quite get there to keep him out of the end zone.
7-yard keeper. Here's Romero in to attempt the extra point. We got a timeout, Husson here. That's Husson's first timeout.
And here I thought maybe they were going to the instant replay.
Jack Husson, who was the starter, but for the most part, Cody Goddard has seen action, and they've been used both here by Coach Nelson of the Husson Eagles. Took it over from 7 yards out. And coming with 9 minutes to go in the game.
You didn't pick up on my colorful metaphor there.
What, the
instant replay?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sometimes I don't always try to figure out the colorful metaphors because I'm concentrating on what I have to do here.
Lighten up. I love you.
Carlos Romero.
You got it?
He's got it, and it's 35-13. Husson with 9 minutes to go in the game.
Well, that's a big score for Husson right there, driving the score to 35-13, and a couple of opportunities by the Spartans to come up with a turnover there, just couldn't quite seal it up. But hey, now they can get the ball back here on the offensive side, and let's see if they can sustain themselves a nice drive and get in the end zone one more time today too.
It takes long after the Spartans got their only touchdown of the game. Husson coming right back up the field. Julius Williams, who was shaken up toward the tail end of that drive, and of course almost a fumble recovery for Castleton. Husson did retain possession and almost a pass interception in the end zone, but it certainly hit the ground, as we could see on our instant replay. Babineau and Jabor back deep for the Spartans, 35-13 Husson. Again, every game, progression, it's a process, and they play to the end, these Spartans under Coach Rich Alurcio. Jabor at the 23. Breaks a tackle, backs his way out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line, and the Spartans will go on the offense right there, 1st and 10. And Derek Daly onto the tackle, a freshman for Husson. It's really getting dark here. We never did see the lights turned on here. We almost had our first game under the lights in football. But they've never been turned on, even though we could certainly use the lights now. Skies are really darkening. 1st and 10, the Spartans, their own 37-yard line. Brzezowski looks, throws, Babineau couldn't make the catch. Near sideline at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit out of his reach there. Did a nice job of trying to adjust to the ball as it did float away, but couldn't quite come up with it.
2nd and 10 for the Spartans, their own 37-yard line. Jabor is wide to the left along with Babineau. A couple of wideouts to the right. And in fact, trips left. Here's Brzezowski. Is Furman also wide left. And the pass is almost intercepted. It was almost picked off by number 22, Amika Owasamba.
Hit him right in the breadbasket. He really should have caught that one. It just bounced off, like I said, off his breadbasket and onto the ground.
And my first opportunity to pronounce it, it's Ameka.
It's good. You did a good job.
Well, actually,
I'm proud of you.
I blew the first name, Ameka Owasamba. I was concentrating on that second. Was or Emeka or Ameka, that pass knocked down. That was a 3rd down play. It'll be 4th and 10, and the Spartans will have to boot it away.
I'm a little bit jealous of our producer here as he's heading to Giant Stadium tomorrow night to catch the big ball game between the Giants and the Cardinals. And then he's going to see the Rangers.
I know. John Lawrence, Savannah Sen, is
what's up with that?
Envious. John Lawrence is the biggest hockey fan I've ever.
That's not nice.
John Lawrence gets nervous in the first exhibition game in August.
Oh, with the Rangers.
Yeah, with the Rangers, yeah.
It's only the Rangers. Come on.
So line drive, and
got it.
Zindone picking it up out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line. And William Barnett on the tackle. So Husson going on the offense. The Eagles lead at 35-13 with 8:21 to go in the game. And the pouring rain certainly kept the crowd down here, even though it's a pretty good crowd. Well, the Eagles have it at their own 29, 1st and 10. Now this is another quarterback here. Now they're clearing the bench. That's number 38 on the carry. Andy Mondesir. Cash Keyser is the freshman quarterback in there now as we got an official's timeout. A Spartan has been shaken up. Number 45, Patrick West. And picked up about 5.
And they picked up about 5, and the Rangers picked up about 10.
Yeah, it's raining just about as hard as it was back. It really started to pour in the second quarter. Patrick Cook, number 16, in defensively for Castleton. Also limping off the field, Preston Jones, number 17. We could use some light on the subject here, don't you think? It's really dark out there. You can't really tell on your screen, but Keyser is the quarterback. Doesn't matter who's into the ball game. Here's a great run all the way to the Spartan 21-yard line.
Got a flag all the way back at the line of scrimmage area. Looks like it's going to be coming
Actually,
back.
that was Jackson, who was one of the starters. Patrick Cook on the tackle. But they are going to call this one back.
That's coming all the way back. What an effort, though, by that young man with the football. Tough break for him to see that ball come back here.
That was Byron Jackson,
Yes, it was.
I do believe. Well, they call it back to the 25-yard line. Is holding. 10 yards from the point of infraction. 2nd and 14. And the quarterback jumped on that. Keyser. Boy, it's really coming down. This is the hardest the rain has fallen all day. It is just pouring. You can't even, I'll tell you.
You and I are going to flip
I guess you can see the rain. I'm not sure that gives it justice. If the lights were on, you could really tell. But
yeah.
Third down and about 20. Keyser sets up the screen, and it's complete, but down at the 15-yard line. That was complete to Mondesir. Dustin Young tackled him immediately, and it's 4th down and long, and Husson will have to boot it away. Husson leads 35-13 with 6:30 to go in the game.
Well, like you said, this rain starting to play a little bit of a factor here, perhaps, as we get late into the contest. The kids they're wet. They've been out there all day long. A little fatigue setting in.
Got it back to boot around the 2-yard line. Jabor calls for fair catch, and a stumbling catch at the Husson 45. Tell you, this is a hearty bunch of Spartan fans here. There were people tailgating. You know, everything's gone so well, not necessarily always with wins, but of course that first day against Anna Maria, beautiful day when Guy Adet was here. The weather's been so great on the road as well, except for one rainy day in Mount Ida. You know, so it was going to happen sooner or later.
I want to talk to President Walk. He promised us a sunny season.
Hand off to Carpenter on 1st and 10 at the Husson 45-yard line. Banged his way down to about the 40 or so, 5-yard pickup.
One more home game to go here, Jack, with Norwich in town in a couple of weeks. Should be the granddaddy of them all.
Couple of wideouts to the right. Brzezowski out of the shotgun. Got Dennis Furman in motion. Brzezowski ears it out down the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Jabor at the 8-yard line, or at the, well, actually at the 5-yard line. It's number 8, Jabor, but it's 3rd and 5. That was good coverage downfield.
Yes, he was. He had him one-on-one. Husson defense doing a nice job of knocking the ball away.
3rd and 5. The Spartans have it at the Husson 40-yard line. Brzezowski, empty backfield, throws, and it is complete, no incomplete. That was Babineau, and I'll tell you, Husson has done that at least 3 or 4 times where they've made the tackle immediately on what appeared to be a completion and jarred the ball loose.
They do a nice job in their timing defense, and they get there right when the ball gets there. They do a great job of knocking those balls away.
That was Blindo that time out of North Country, and it'll 4th and 5, trailing 35-13 with 5:16 to go in the game. The Spartans certainly going for it here. 4th and 5 at the Husson 40. Brzezowski looks, throws, incomplete through the hands of Furman down around the 35, and Husson will take over on downs. 1st and 10 for Husson at its own 40.
You know, and when they do that stuff, when they time those plays, they do it with a lot of physicality. And when you're going to put the body on the man, you're definitely going to bang that ball around and knock it away.
So with 5:10 to go in the game, Husson out in front 35-13. Bunnell is in. And the deep back is Andy Mondesser, number 38. The quarterback is Cash Keyser. Mondesser is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Joe Sparberry there. 2nd and 10 for Husson at its own 40. Underser again to the 43. It'll be 3rd and 7. Dan Creedy on the tackle. Boy, it is really coming down. This is monsoon stuff in the South Pacific.
And I'm heading in a couple of minutes. Maybe Jeremy Jackson will go down for me. Mike boy.
And you going to call too much time here? Or? I guess they are. Jimmy Bunnell is 36, the up back. Mondesser is the deep back, number 38. 3rd and 12. Husson has it back at its own 38-yard line. Cash Keyser, freshman quarterback. They've had 3 quarterbacks used in this game. Keyser now. And here's Mondesser. And he picks up pretty good yardage out across the 45 to the 47. And Byron Ayers on the tackle. 4th down coming up, and Husson will boot the football away.
Again, still, Jack, for all intents and purposes, this has been a defensive struggle in the second half. You know, it's 6-6 game. 7-7, rather.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Husson out in front 35-13. Got her back to boot around his own 32. Jabor back in single safety for Castleton, the youngster out of South Burlington, back at his own 23-yard line. And boy, that looked
that
ugly.
Didn't go well.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be Castleton's football at the 36. That might have been a rain-related snap.
I think that could be our first rain-related problem of the game.
So the Spartans have it 1st and 10 at the Husson 36-yard line. Domino's the deep back, Carpenter the up back out of the eye. Brzezowski. As Farmer tied on the right. Play action. Looking. Steps up. Throws. Wants Carpenter. And it goes incomplete down around the 1-yard line. Is there a penalty marker down? That might be pass interference.
I was surprised. Did we see it? Is there a flag? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's so hard to tell. You can't really tell if it was or not.
Because there's a flag, and there's a lot of yellow soccer lines down there, too. I think there's a flag down there.
And I believe picking up a pair of flags.
It is pass interference against Husson. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. I thought it might be. I thought he did a little bit of shielding there. And 1st and 10, and the Spartans have it down at the Husson 21-yard line. Spartans looking to cash one in here. 2:26 to go in the game. Brzezowski being chased. Throws, and a nice catch over the middle down at the 10-yard line. Adam Farmer picks up 11. There should be a first down, first and goal. James Wood on the tackle. It's first and goal for the Spartans at the Husson 10. Picked up 11. Cole and Jabor are wide to the left. Furman wide right. Zowski. Hand off to Carpenter. Up the middle. Bangs to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. It'll be second and goal. Going to mark it at the Husson 4. Second and goal at the Husson 4. LaFleur is in. He's the up back out of the eye. Brzezowski back underneath center. Carpenter again takes it to the right, churning for yardage down to about the 1. It'll be third and goal at the 1. Minute 20 to go here in the game. Keenan Blindo on the tackle. Third and goal at the 1-yard line. Coming down on a minute to go in the game. Carpenter again, left tackle, and did he get in? Yes, touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run for Tyler Carpenter. And it's Husson 35, Castleton 19 with 54 seconds left in the ball game. So a couple of field goals by Robitaille and a couple of Carpenter touchdowns, a 2-yarder and a 1-yarder. And here's Louis Robitaille in to attempt the extra point. And he's got it. It's 35-20. Husson with a lead, 54 seconds left here in the ball game. And of course, pass interference called helping out, but another big pass play to Adam Farmer as the Spartans with their second touchdown, both from Tyler Carpenter, and a respectable 35-20 Husson lead here in the pouring rain at Spartan Stadium. Today's game on NSN, the Northeast Sports Network, and also Channel 20 PEGTV. And of course, I'd like to say hi to all the folks listening in the Bangor, Maine area, watching us on the World Wide Web, and of course people in the immediate Rutland area on television for the most part, I'm sure, on the keeping dry in their living rooms and dens as the rain continues to pour down here at Spartan Stadium. We'll have a quick word down below with Chris Thayer after the game. Run by the scoring, and certainly look for the onside kick here. And it hit a Spartan player, didn't go 10, that's for sure. Well, I thought it hit a Spartan player, but now they're well, it's going to be Husson's football, I believe. Now they're going to talk about, I believe it hit a Spartan player when it went about 6 yards. And the officials are going to talk about it. Playing right to the end. The Spartans and the coaches. And they're going to give Husson the ball where the Spartan player touched it, down at the 34-yard line. Cash Keyser, the quarterback. Here's the pitch. And there's some room over there. Is turning the corner was number 38, Andy Mondesser. They do keep the clock running, get down to the 25-yard line. Picked up about 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 32 seconds to go. And I don't believe, well, they probably have to have one more play here. Toothaker is the up back. Mondesser the deep back out of the eye. Keyser, the keeper. First down, but that'll be the ball game. The clock stops when they change, move the chain gang here down to the 22-yard line. They move the chains for the first down. And then start the clock again, and that will be the ball game. That's it on a rainy afternoon here at Spartan Stadium. The Husson Eagles have defeated the Castleton State College Spartans by a score of 35-20. That's your final score. Husson 35, Castleton 20. Pretty good ball game, and actually a ball game that was relatively well played with all the rain and so forth. Only a couple of turnovers in the ball game. And with a victory, Husson now at 2-2 in the league, 3-4 overall. And Castleton now falls to 0-4 in the league and 2-5 overall. Let's quickly run by the scoring. In the first quarter, Husson got on the board. Byron Jackson, a 2-yard touchdown run to go up 6-0. Carlos Romero with the extra point to make it 7-0. Then Castleton got on the board to cut the lead to 7-3, 9:21 to go in the first quarter. Louis Robitaille, a 38-yard field goal. That made it 7-3 Husson. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Louis Robitaille, a 40-yard field goal for the Spartans. That would cut the Husson lead to 7-6. That was the score after a quarter. In the second quarter, 11:56 to go in the half. Julius Williams, 4-yard touchdown run, and that would put Husson up by a score of 13-6. Romero, the extra point to make it 14-6. 8:49 to go in the half. Julius Williams, a 59-yard touchdown run to put Husson up 20-6. Romero, the kick to make it 21-6. Then Williams again with 3 minutes to go in the half, a 40-yard touchdown run, and that made it 27-6. Romero, the extra point to make it 28-6, and that was the score at halftime. And in the third quarter, there was no scoring. In the fourth quarter, early going, a 2-yard touchdown run. Let's see, I say it was 28-6 at halftime, and then no scoring in the third quarter. So I got one eye on Chris there down below. In the fourth quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run for Tyler Carpenter to cut the Husson lead to 28-12. The extra point, Robitaille made it 28-13. But then with 9 minutes to go in the game, Jack Husson, a quarterback keeper, 7 yards out for Husson to put Husson up 34-13. Romero, the extra point to make it 35-13. Then with 54 seconds to go in the game, the Spartans would finish out the scoring. Tyler Carpenter, a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 35-19. Robitaille, the extra point to make it 35-20. And that turned out to be the final score. Why don't we take one timeout from Castleton State College, and we'll be back for Chris Thayer down below in the pouring rain, our postgame show. Final score, as you can see on your screen, Husson 35 and Castleton 20. We'll be back after this timeout from Castleton State College.
Why did I choose Castleton?
Castleton is big enough, so there's a lot to do. It's small enough so I can really get involved.
Sports,
Theater and music,
radio and TV,
internships and community service. There's a real sense of community.
And the improvements on campus mean more opportunities.
And Castleton is in Vermont.
That means hiking, biking, skiing, and riding.
Visit castleton.edu to learn more about Castleton.
We're back at Spartan Stadium, and let's see if we can go down below. You see with the umbrella, Chris there, and see if he's ready for us. Again, the Husson Eagles defeat the Castleton Spartans by a score of 35-20. And let's go down to Chris there down below.
Okay, thank you, Jack. I'm down here with Coach Alercio, and you know something? you always talk about winning the second half of a ball game, and you truly won this one.
We won the second half. I mean, that's amazing. You know, to face a team that was an ECAC playoff team last year, returned almost every guy, and come back, and we're a first-year program playing with those guys and beating them in the second half. It's unbelievable to me. I mean, we shut them down on defense. And, you know, I tell you what, you know, heavy ball or not, I think we'd be able to play them again. We play another quarter. I think we bring that one back. You know,
I heard you talking to the kids just as you're getting done, of the young men as you were getting done there, and I think another quarter would have been a whole different ball game, Coach.
We outplayed them. We came out, great job. I think we did great halftime adjustments. We did a great job of making adjustments on our offense and defense, and we read a great script to open up with. And, you know, unfortunately, we didn't score right away, which I thought we could have and should have, but we kept hurting ourselves. You know, we get a fumbled snap, we get a penalty, we get one missed block, we line up the wrong way on the first play, for crying out loud. So once those mistakes are completely cleared out, we can play with anybody.
You know, when you look at the first quarter and their first 2 plays, they're in for 6 points.
Yeah.
You guys showed a lot of poise to take care of the
Yeah.
football at your side on the offensive side of the ball.
I really think our kids show great character and great heart to be able to do that. And again, we almost had one late there, so we were able to cause some turnover situations, and our kids did a great job of holding on to the football.
Absolutely.
It
Well,
really helped our kids. We didn't hurt ourselves that much.
I like the way you take a lot of positive things out of any football game, and there's a ton of it today.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, we made huge steps. That's an ECAC playoff team we just played. I mean, we just played with them, toe-to-toe with them the entire game. We took an enormous step in the evolution of our football program.
And you know, you're given the elements that's going on here today, you know.
That's right.
What a great job.
We try to throw a poster out from 40 yards. The quarterback gives me one of these. I can't. Ball's too heavy. You can't throw it that far. It's okay. But you know what? I think we like the matchups. We like our kids. And I tell you what, I love the matchup against Becker on the road next week. We can't wait to play again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, good. Congratulations. Good luck next week. We'll see you down there.
Thanks.
All right, Coach. All right, let me send this back up to Jack for one more minute. We're going to bring our other coach back in here.
All right, we'll tell you, and I guess we'll be back with Chris there in just a moment. Actually, Rich Alercio always upbeat and certainly very proud of his club. Husson does win it 35-20, but at halftime it was 28-6 Husson. So certainly Castleton outplayed them in the second half. Let's see if we can go back down below with Chris there.
Said he could come back out, but he needed to.
Yeah, Jack, we're not going to get him. He's already gone for the day. He's gone back to the locker room. The elements have got enough of him, so we're going to send it back up to you to wrap this thing up.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. We do have some statistics. We'll tell you Norwich leading Anna Maria 28-0 with about a minute to go in the first half. Julius Williams, who had 3 touchdowns for Husson, carried the ball 15 times for 223 yards. Byron Jackson, 11 carries for 93 yards. Andy Mondesser had 5 carries late, 26 yards. Jack Husson, 1 carry, 7 yards, and a touchdown. And for Castleton, Tyler Carpenter, 27 carries, 119 yards. Shane Brzezowski, 26 of 47, an interception, 195 yards. Receiving, Dennis Furman, 7 for 37 yards. Tyler Carpenter, 6 for 37. Adam Farmer, 5 for 63. Mike Jabor, 5 catches for 39 yards. So Tyler Carpenter scored 2 touchdowns, a yard and 2 yards for the Spartans. A couple of field goals for Louis Robitaille. Again, Julius Williams, 3 touchdowns. Byron Jackson, a touchdown. And Jack Husson, a touchdown for Husson. And Husson, actually, Castleton had 21 first downs. Husson, 12. And the total time of possession, Castleton had 36 minutes, 30 seconds. And Husson was 23 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's the ball game. It will be back next week at Becker. It'll be on NSN. NSNsports.net on the video cast, and of course in a couple of weeks it'll be Norwich and Castleton back on not only NSN but also PEGTV Channel 20 live in the Rutland area. And we thank everybody for being on board, Mike Valentine and the folks at PEGTV, also for Chris there, and also our spotter Jeremy Jackson, our camera people Mary Michael, and also Lindsay, and our producer Adam Largis. I'm Jack Healey, wishing you all a very pleasant good afternoon from a rainy Spartan Stadium. Final again, as you see on your screen, Husson 35, Castleton 20. And have a good